nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get with it.
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me now. It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 683.
Suck it!
We got Jeff Holiday.
Yeah.
Hello, hello. Good to be
Hello.
back. Good to be back. How's it going, DP fam?
It's going.
It's going really well. Thumbs up well, actually.
Yeah. Unexpected Friday episode. I wasn't feeling too well, and we had a cancellation with a guest that we were expecting. And I rescheduled the Sirius. He's going to be on tomorrow instead. And I was being lazy because I know when we have a Sirius on, I don't need a lot of content. He creates the content. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He does.
So
He does.
I was caught off guard. And it's not his fault. He actually told me before I realized. I didn't realize until like over a day after he told me. But yeah, it's all disaster avoided.
Yeah.
And-
Show avoided.
That's good.
We just do it today. It works.
So I don't want to get too much. Obviously, after we got the one strike, even though the strike got overturned, I am not interested in doing live debate reactions because they'll give you a strike, even though it's fair use. So after the fact, we'll go ahead and explore the debate. Tomorrow, we'll look at it a little bit.
I'm not interested in doing live debate reactions because the debate's rigged. It's all rigged. Give me the highlights. Give me those money moments that actually matter so I can make fun of them. I don't want to sit there and listen to
didn't
fucking
realize-
Elizabeth Warren.
There's a debate on like tonight.
It's
Tonight?
on right now, and I was watching it, and Bernie was taking a lot of hits from his main competitors, and Yang's standing there raising his hand, and then like they asked Joe Biden the question instead.
Yeah.
It's a lot of dumb stuff. I mean,
That's
we'll
some
look at
bullshit.
the highlights.
right.
We will go over the disaster in Iowa though, and what the polls are showing for New Hampshire, which is really messed up. We'll get into that in a minute. Everyone, if you're using the Brave browser, check and see if you've got the bats. Click the triangle up towards the top of your URL. Check that. You may have some bats.
Get those bats.
It'll say, you have to claim your grant, and you click on claim, and then it makes you slip the triangle into either the circle, the triangle, or the square. After you do that, it unleashes the bats, so you can unleash them on us. And we'll get into more of that later, but I just want you to know, because people are like, holy shit, I didn't realize I had all these bats. Like, some people out of nowhere got like 100 to 200 bats, and they're like, I had no idea I had this many bats coming up.
Anybody here invest in Ethereum?
Ethereum's going up. I
Yeah.
don't own any, but crypto in general is going up. Like everything at this point kind of follows Bitcoin. Not always though. Sometimes Bitcoin will go up and something else will go down. But by and large, if Bitcoin overall goes up, everything else on average goes up. Just some
So
more than
Bitcoin's
others.
up right now? Holy
Yes.
shit. Hang on.
Coin going up.
Fuck.
Yes. Yeah. They. I saw.
Hey!
I saw a news story today about how in the last 7 weeks, Bitcoin has eliminated 45% of the big sell-off that happened in 2018.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So the big decline, because 2017 was to the moon for Bitcoin. And then 2018,
Right, yeah.
there was a huge sell-off. A lot of people sold their shit. It went way down. And 2019, it was just kind of fluttering up and down, not any real growth. But now, since the beginning of the year, we've eliminated half of that loss from the end of 2017, was basically the point.
That's pretty badass. I
Yeah.
managed to buy into Bitcoin pretty low, but I mean, I don't know. It's just one of those things where like, I like cryptocurrency is really weird. People who are like super into it, I don't really quite understand the enthusiasm, because to me, it's just like
it's a very volatile
really-
investment, and there are like pump and dump schemes where people will pump up they're, they'll pump up a certain crypto to get its value up to get people to start buying, and then they're like whales, so they sell all their shares after that big pump. Also, like,
but like for regular dude, this is just really slow gambling.
Another thing,
that's kind of what.
Well, that's what investments are in general, right? But the one thing about crypto that's weird is that the regular market opens and closes, and it's closed on weekends and it's closed on holidays. There are predictions, but the actual market doesn't move during those days. But the crypto market's 24/7. So like you could make a ton of money in one day, but if you don't withdraw it, there's a chance that while you're sleeping at night, it's gonna tank. You never know, So
that's weird shit, dude. It's weird. I'm happy it's coming up though, and like I try. There was a friend of mine who was trying to get me into like the Ethereum thing, but what was weird about it is like, I've had people talk about, have you thought about Bitcoin this and Bitcoin that and blah blah blah. This dude like sat me down with literature and was explaining to me, this is why you need to invest in Ethereum, and it was the weirdest thing I'd ever experienced in my life. And Ethereum didn't really move that much, like for a whole year.
Well, Ethereum took a dive, just like all cryptos. Ethereum took a dive after the end of 2017, and now it's starting to come back. I mean, they all are. Some are going to come back way more than others. So it's all the question of which one has the highest gain. Like if there's one that you're buying for pennies right now, and it ends up being worth like hundreds of dollars, then that's going to make you a ton of money. All right, we are going to move on. Everyone, if you could please like the stream, that would be great. Share us on social media, all that cool stuff, or at least, like our tweets and that kind of stuff. We are going to do, we're going to do a little bit of the news. Here's the news intro.
He called me, sir.
Bring
The guy
on
was so humiliating.
People are discriminating against folks.
Wow.
They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
Wow.
Where's Puking Dog when we need him? Where is Puking Dog when we need him?
2020. DP for PD.
Jeff Holiday just decided that he's randomly going to get high. So now he's going to get high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't
I haven't
normally
gotten
get high,
stoned.
so this should be interesting.
Yeah, dude. No, I have not. I haven't gotten stoned in like. Oh fuck, dude! I don't like stoned on weed for probably like 9 years or something like that.
Damn.
Is this the first time in 9 years?
Mm-hmm. I've
Oh
smoked
my
CBD
God.
since then, but not THC.
You
so,
were
yeah.
gonna get so high.
Are you gonna
9
get laid?
years?
Yeah.
9 years ago, it wasn't legal where you live or anything like that. So like now you bought.
Oh,
some
did I say?
legal-
I mean, yeah. I know it wasn't legal last time I got
right.
stoned.
That blows
yeah.
my mind. So you haven't had any like the good legal shit that's like. What did you get like a powerful strain?
No, actually, I talked to him too, and I was like, I don't want to like get all brain fucky, and I kind of want to be able to just like casually smoke on it and not get too brain destroyed.
Okay.
They hooked me up with it's like a half and half mix of CBD and THC, and it's pretty low grade. I guess it's like 4.6 THC.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
6.9 CBD.
It's 4.6% THC. Okay,
I don't know
okay.
what that means.
That's
guess.
not very strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wanted to be
that's fine.
casual and just kind of have fun with that,
Yeah, sure. I don't want you questioning all your life's decisions live on the show. That's what
I've done that way too many times on live streams. Okay, we don't need to do that again.
Well, that's what happens when some people, when they get too high, that's what happens. They go inward too much when you're supposed to just kind of like eat good food and watch stupid shit on TV, play video games, chat, like just hang out. But when you start thinking inward, then that's when you're in trouble. And then especially on psychedelics,
I did not hear that right. I did not hear that. It sounded like you said when you start thinking the N word, and I'm like,
no, I'm not
This
Billy
does
the
that?
Fridge, okay?
No.
Thank you, Joey, for becoming a $10 patron.
Joey!
I've got some stuff planned for you $10 patrons pretty soon. I've been waiting for it to stop raining here. It's been flooding and raining. There's a town south of this area called Issaquah, and it's all flooded right now.
Issaquah is flooded?
Yeah, a bunch of places over here are getting flooded.
Damn.
Bellevue's like up at a higher elevation, so we don't really get flooded here, but all the like smaller towns around us are getting flooded.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Yeah, I was watching the news. I watched the local news out of like sheer fascination. Because when a mistake happens on the local news, it's gold. And it does happen more than
like
national
when somebody
news.
meant to say Lakers, but instead they say not Lakers.
That's one. That's a big one though.
That sucked.
That's a big one.
That was
Usually it's
awesome.
just like little bloopers here and there.
Little blue purse.
So we're gonna watch a little bit of this, and then we can give our opinions on it. It's relating to now that we have 100% of the numbers in for the Iowa caucus.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. I'm Tanya Rivero. Elaine Quijano will be back with Red and Blue in just a moment.
Hi, Tanya.
But first, all of the results from Monday's Iowa caucuses are now in. The data shows
The odds of them tying up to the decimal like this are, I mean, really?
The odds of Amy Klobuchar getting
Yeah,
12.2%.
That's what I was saying.
It's
She
the
came in
brute.
fifth.
I mean, that's real and comfortably close to Biden too. But look, of course, Globulus is on there. She's the brood mother. You know, when
think
she wins
we-
the presidential nomination, we're all gonna get eggs shoved down our esophagus. It's
So
wonderful.
are they just pushing Buttigieg up there because maybe they're hoping he'll get the youth vote, so they're propping him up? Do you think?
I mean, I know he's been in the eyes of a lot of Hillary-style Democrats that I've known previously, locally, the older people. They look down at Buttigieg as being an up-and-comer.
Do they want him to be the gay Obama? You know what I mean?
No, I don't think so. I think
No?
they like him because he seems safe.
He's not
That's
that
why.
safe, though.
He's military, man.
He is a military man. He does
Well,
suck on pee-pee.
Corporate PP.
Well, that too.
I mean, whatever.
I mean,
everybody sucks dick these days.
Not
but,
everybody.
I mean-
And you know who votes the most? Old people, normally, typically, okay? Obviously not 100% of the time. But Obama won a lot of stuff because he got the youth vote and he got the minority vote pretty huge, too.
But
So-
most old people that don't like gay people aren't going to vote Democrat anyways. There's not a lot of swing
good point.
voters. Most old people that like might be a swing voter probably have like a gay grandson by now.
Okay.
And they're like,
Maybe.
so what? He chugs a little bang bang. It's fine.
I just don't buy this exact percentage. 0.1.
Well, I think I know what
Oh
happened.
no, it's bullshit.
Let's put a 0.1 on so it looks a little more real. You know what I mean?
They obviously like accidentally put Pete Buttigieg down where Andrew Yang was supposed to be, so all those Yang voters accidentally voted for Buttigieg. It should have been 26.1
You Yang voters,
Yang vote.
Yang does not stand a chance, and you should vote for Bernie, or else you're going to help Pete Buttigieg win.
We're going to New
Sorry.
Hampshire, man.
Nah, no. Don't listen to Ben. Don't listen,
Listen
to
to
Ben.
me. Listen to me. Don't listen to Jeff Holiday, who voted for Trump because he thought it was funny.
At the end of the day, isn't this
Okay.
all
That was
Iowa?
a joke. Oh my god.
Isn't this all
I know
just-
you're a joke.
Isn't this just Iowa? This is just Iowa.
Wow.
You're-
Ouch.
I disagree. I disagree, Jeff. You're not a joke. You're capable
Thank
of
you,
many of
Billy.
them, but you're a real human being with real life love and emotion and
Jokes
intelligence.
have emotion and intelligence.
I just think jokes should be funny,
Okay.
and I don't find Jeff Holiday funny at all. No.
Oh fuck.
This is the roasting hour is over now because I don't want anybody targeting me. I can't take it. I can't get roasted anymore. I used to have thick skin. Now I'm like Pete Buttigieg, you know,
Why?
because I 26.1%.
Okay.
I guess I could say I was like Bernie, but I identify more with Buttigieg.
Okay.
Okay, why?
Oh, the gay thing.
Pete Buttigieg and Senator Bernie Sanders in a virtual tie when it comes to state delegates.
Why? What
Both
virtual?
hold-
Okay. So you've got a tie, but Bernie has more votes, like thousands more votes. And by the way, I did see a quote where Buttigieg was talking about Hillary's election against Trump, and he was like, yeah, the person with the most votes should win. Right?
26%.
Yeah.
However, in terms of final choice, Sanders has a slight lead over Buttigieg. They are followed by Senator.
Then who won?
I wonder what we could use as a tiebreaker. Bernie has the actual lead of final choice, but guys, Buttigieg did win that coin flip.
Yeah, I saw that. That was so ridiculous. And the guy rigged the coin flip. He caught it and looked at it and flipped it again and was like,
in 2016 they did the same thing with Hillary, and she won 6 coin flips in a row miraculously.
Okay, no more coin flips.
Yeah, at least sit down and make them play a game of like Smash Bros against a Bernie bro versus a MAGA hat.
I was thinking Tiddlywinks, but
Tiddlywinks,
that's just because
Pogs. Let's decide on Pogs, the Iowa Pogus. Fuck a caucus, we want a Pogus.
Slammer.
Bring on the 2024 Iowa Pogus.
You got a special slammer you'd bring?
Oh, dude, so we only played for slammers because we wouldn't play actual Pogs, so we'd flip slammers. I had one slammer that was like titanium buzzsaw on the edge, very thin but very heavy metal, and I would win the people would see me come with it, they'd take their slammers up, like, I'm not playing, man. And I'm like, oh, you puss? And they'd be like, no, man, I just don't want to play against that. So then I'd pull out my fat stack slammer with the finger grip, and I'd take their shit anyways.
Damn.
I got so many slammers. The finger grip was money. I got so many slammers off playing Pogs for slammers when I was a kid that I would sell Paul Kansas slammers for cash. My first Game Boy I got ever was from a stack of slammers I had won.
You're a fucking little hustler is what you're doing. Yeah, dude, you're hustling there.
I got a Game Boy from a kid.
Dumb kids.
I got a Game Boy from a kid that worked in Hollywood. He was on a TV show that was like a sequel to Saved by the Bell, and he played the little brother, so he had all this money. He didn't give a fuck about his Game Boy. He wanted Pogs.
Yeah, cool.
I was like, man, I'll give you some street Pogs. These are one in the streets. He's like, yeah, that's way better than a Game Boy. I got that Game Boy.
Cool. So look at what the polls are doing in New Hampshire now. Buttigieg is just like out of no. So Biden nosedive.
Yeah,
Biden's doing a total nosedive. Buttigieg magically rockets to the moon, and Bernie is basically breaking even over the last few months here. So Buttigieg got that post Iowa caucus pump. And
that
Sanders,
fake ass pump, dude.
Yeah,
that caucus pump,
getting that pump from the caucus.
That's what was. Oh my god, that shit was pissing me off so much. So on Twitter, there's all these goddamn liberals being like, "Well, why are you so mad? Oh, you think they're fucking rigging it? What would be the point? They're gonna reveal the results anyway." But that's not the point. The point is the primaries. It's all about building momentum, letting the country see this is who the people are behind. It's invaluable. Even if Buttigieg doesn't get ultimately Iowa in the history books, it doesn't matter. He got a shit ton by being able to declare victory, whether it's true or not. He declared
victory as quickly as he could. So that's the new thing here. You just declare victory. If it's up in the air at all, you just declare victory.
That's how Bush won, right?
That's fucked up.
Fox called it for him.
Bush won.
No.
Bush won because a federal judge in the state that his brother was the governor of, where the vote was up for grabs, decided who won. A judge decided who won that election.
And they threw away a lot of votes with hanging chads.
Chads.
Remember that? They were hanging
the
chads.
butterfly?
Yeah, the things you punch out of the paper, they weren't correctly punched, so they disqualified a bunch of votes in
Look at the
Nevada.
Look at the Nevada Democratic caucus. Everyone's taking a dive mostly. Yang a small increase. Like all the people down here on the bottom are kind of getting an increase.
My boy Stayer. What's up?
Stayer. Yeah, he's got the biggest gain on this.
Stayer got that jump.
I
Buttigieg
like Stayer.
isn't even.
I don't think Tom Stayer's actually running for president. I don't think so.
Wasn't he in this debate? I think he's in this debate.
He's not actually running.
Yeah.
He just showed up for the debate.
Oh.
They were like, hey, man,
I
can I
think
debate today? And they were like, do you have money? He's like, hell yeah, I got money.
He does have money.
Come on up.
I seriously think that's what he's doing. I think he's buying his way in so he can be like, this shit's important, and like to draw attention to things that he's actually focused on.
Dude.
I don't think Tom Stayer really thinks he has a chance in hell of being president.
Dude, check this shit out. I was looking at Seattle Dragons football tickets, and now I get these ads.
Yeah, that's how the internet works.
Yeah, I know. For
I
the
talk
XFL.
about something and my phone picks it up and plays it. That's how it works.
Yeah,
that's our life
Can't
now.
wait to see that game tomorrow. Are you gonna watch the game tomorrow?
Well, I have to. What time is it on? Do you know what time it's on? Because I have to stream tomorrow.
11 a.m.
11 a.m. Fuck yeah, I'm watching that. I will watch the first XFL game. Why not?
Fuck yeah,
Bernie Sanders here in California.
California.
I mean, and yeah, that's
South Carolina.
Yeah.
South Kakalaki.
It's not. It doesn't display the same way as the other ones, like as a chart. I like charts. Charts make it seem like things are going right.
Ben likes charts. He likes flags. He likes maps. Ben just likes, I don't know, things that never change.
Here's the other
charts
thing that's really fucked up
Shit.
about
Maps
this whole
change
thing.
too.
Maps also, and flags change. Never mind. Why do you like those things? Why do you like those things?
Yeah, nice try.
I don't know.
You just debated yourself.
I know.
So here's the other thing that's really fucking weird. Updated at 1 p.m. today, it still has Buttigieg in the lead for the Iowa caucus. It's still 99% reporting. How many days has it been where that 1% still isn't in? The top 1%? The top 1% is not being
We're just
represented.
going to wait to count this district that had the most Bernie signs on their lawn. We're just going to wait to count this until the very end. Let's just leave that stack over there. They have way too many Bernie signs on their front porch. Who the fuck cares about Iowa?
That's my question. Iowa never decides the election. It's not a valuable state at all. Like as far as elections go, as far as the amount of votes you get if you win it.
There's a historiosity, like anybody who
dumb.
wins Iowa usually ends up going into winning. But yeah, but it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean for certain one way or the other.
Well, we
It's
just
just
saw-
momentum building.
Yeah. Why does it build momentum?
CBS News is such
It's
a
the first.
fucking...
It's just because it's the first. That's it.
CBS News knows Bernie won the popular number. They put him second to Buttigieg on this thing, knowing he wins the other one. This is so, like, directly screwing Bernie over in every possible way, using every manipulative tactic to make you think Bernie didn't win when he's 100% in the lead, vote-wise. Come on, man. Come on.
Somebody's saying 99.94%, one precinct, and it's a rural nowhere. All right. Well, maybe it's pretty much over at that point now. That's fine. It's still, man, I don't know. Like the news cycle is in a way that we're not really going to want to keep paying attention to this. But I almost would bet you, this is a little conspiratorial, not something I usually do. In 3 months, buried on like page 6 will be this investigation where they found like something fucky and stupid was going on in Iowa. But at that point, it wouldn't even matter. Nobody will care.
Turns out Buttigieg did pay the Shadow Corporation $50,000 the DNC paid for the same app so that he would have his face right at the top next to the free Chipotle advertisement. So everybody in Iowa thought if they voted for Buttigieg, they'd get a free Chipotle.
So
I'd vote for Buttigieg if there was a free Chipotle.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of what else they could offer me to vote for Buttigieg. Literally, a free Chipotle's upper end. If they were just like, I will step on your toe in a way that makes you orgasm, I'd be like, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm voting Buttigieg. Give me some of that hot toe action.
So now Trump is firing people that testified against him in his impeachment.
Everybody's, well, we got to take down Trump. It's the right move. And Trump's like, you missed. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you. You're out. You're cool. Fuck you. Go home. You're fired.
One of the key witnesses in the House's impeachment inquiry has been pushed out of the White House. Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vindman testified before the House Intelligence Committee and listened in on the July 25th phone call with Ukraine's president. That's the call that sparked House Democrats' probe. Vindman told lawyers he reported his concerns with the call to his superiors at the National Security Council. Now the president has removed Vindman from his post at the NSC. Vindman has become a
He's
frequent...
holding up the newspaper. It's so funny. That's how my third grade teacher would she would read a book to us and like show us everyone the pictures in the book like that. That's what he does when he signs bills and shit that.
I heard this him firing Vindman has nothing to do with his testifying and the acquittal. He said he's firing him because he just now figured out he wasn't the PC guy from the Mac PC commercials with Justin Long in them. He's like, nah, I thought that was the PC guy. I liked him.
Target of criticism from President Trump
reference.
and other Republicans. Some, including
Welcome to
Senator Marsha
1994.
Blackburn, have questioned Vindman's patriotism. Zeke Miller joins me now on the phone. Zeke is a CBSN political contributor
Why
and
Trump
White House.
look like a fresh-born, like just out of the egg chickadee there? Like he just popped out of the damn chicken egg. His hair was all ruffled and cute. I wanted to pet Trump right there. I've never wanted to pet Trump before.
His hair would flop over.
Reporter for the Associated Press. Zeke, what do we know about Vindman's departure just now?
Well, we know that he was escorted out of the White House by security. That has become fairly routine in the Trump White House, as aides have been summarily dismissed for a whole host of reasons. He will return to active duty at the Department of Defense.
Shouldn't there be a rule against retaliation for this sort of thing?
Does this guy have two different color eyes?
At least in this picture, he does.
Lizard.
He was on a detail from the Pentagon to the National Security Council, so he's expected to go somewhere back in the Department of Defense, but his next posting has not been determined just yet.
Now, Zeke, is this a surprising development, or once he testified before the House impeachment inquiry, was the writing just on the wall for him?
It is surprising in as much as there are.
I watched the vote on the two articles of impeachment. I knew he would be found not guilty because even if the majority voted by some miracle, it would still have to be 2/3. So it's an uphill battle with a Republican majority. So it was funny, though, that Mitt Romney voted guilty. That made me laugh.
Respect on him.
He was the only
cool.
Republican that voted guilty. And the thing is like, because he's a Mormon and now he's a senator in Utah, he's pretty much untouchable there. So he'll keep getting elected. He can bash Trump like a lot of people that are senators for other states. Even if they don't like Trump, they have to pretend to like him because their constituency likes Trump mostly.
We see how vindictive Trump is here with Vindman. You think he might go to war with Utah?
I mean, that might be interesting to watch.
He might cut off their mayonnaise shipments.
I don't think it would work. The Mormon Church has so much fucking money, dude. So much fucking money. Massively influential. And all they really care about is just their one little fucking state. I don't think so. I don't think Trump could really fuck with Utah that much.
I got one more news story before we move on to something else. This is just kind of a weird story.
Massachusetts man tries to save neighbor from dog attack, accidentally kills him with crossbow.
So this guy saw his neighbor getting attacked by a dog, and he tried to shoot the dog and shot the guy instead.
Oh my God.
And killed him.
What do you do?
You're getting attacked by a dog, and your neighbor comes out and shoots you with a crossbow. I mean, that's the worst fucking day ever.
It's his last day ever. Yeah. It's his last day ever. A Massachusetts man who used a crossbow while trying to save his neighbor from being mauled by two dogs accidentally shot and killed him instead, according to officials. Nailed it. Police received calls of a mauling in progress in the town of Adams, located in the northwestern part of the state, just after noon on Wednesday. According to a press release from the Berkshire District Attorney's Office, when officers arrived, they found two adult pit bulls engaging in a volatile confrontation, according to the release. The dogs turned on the officers who shot them, according to the... nobody's getting out. According to the District Attorney's Office. Officers then found a man with fatal crossbow injury, according to the office's new release. Investigators believe a neighbor got a crossbow and shot at the dogs after first calling police. A bolt from the crossbow grazed one of the dogs, went through a door, and struck a man who was trying to barricade himself in a room.
Oh my God. Wait, oh my God. That's amazing. So the dude was getting mauled by two dogs, hides behind a door. The dogs are still trying to get in, and that dude fires his crossbow at the dogs. It goes through the door or wall or whatever and kills the fucking guy. That's crazy.
So this guy was like protecting himself.
Yeah.
And this guy, you know what though? I can save you. I'll kill those dogs for you. And then kills the guy. What happens to this guy now? Does he go to jail for murder?
Oh, at least probably manslaughter, at least.
During a press conference, which was posted by local outlet WWLP-TV, Berkshire District Attorney Andrea Harrington said the neighbor was licensed to own the crossbow.
He's not licensed to shoot people with it.
Licensed to kill. The district attorney's office... Yeah. Do you need
You have to get
licenses
licensed to own a crossbow? Apparently in Massachusetts.
Maybe conceal carry or something.
The district attorney's office identified the man who was killed as a 27-year-old Joshua Judusing of Adams, Massachusetts. An unarmed child was found. An unharmed child. You have to say unharmed and not unarmed because of all the school shootings. An unharmed child was found in a nearby room. The dogs had a history of being aggressive, according to the district attorney's office. Harrington said one of the dogs had previously attacked someone in the home in November 2018. The two dogs were kept in separate cages, and it's unclear how they got out, Harrington said. What a piece of shit. He's going to kill these dogs who weren't immediately tearing the guy's leg up, right?
Right.
The guy had a barricade, right? And you're like, I'm going to kill those fucking dogs. He
just wanted to shoot something.
Yeah, fuck this guy, dude. What a piece of shit.
I mean, I can understand the impulse, but you have to resist those urges, buddy.
I mean, if you want to fight those dogs, be like a man and use your own two fucking hands.
Or
don't go hide like a pussy that got killed.
Pick up a
Don't go hide
shovel
behind a door.
Yeah, or something.
A shovel, a baseball. I had to fight my dogs with a baseball.
Take down
bat
your
one time.
broadsword, man, and go William Wallace on their asses.
Don't William Wallace a puppy doggo. No.
Yeah, whirlwind attack. Cut him straight in half.
No, go barehanded or use a small lumping device like a mallet. Not a mallet. Use a baseball bat or something to give you the distance and the stretch so you don't get torn up.
All right.
Be a man about it.
I don't know, man. Fucking trying to knock out a big ass dog, like a pit bull. They got thick ass skulls with a baseball bat.
I don't want to knock him out. I just want to scare him off. I just want to run his little ass off, chill him the fuck out. When I had to fight my dogs, they were going for each other's necks trying to kill them, and I hit him with I hit my one dog with a baseball bat to break his jaw lock off his brother's neck, and he bit my hand up and stuff. But it's not a fucking crossbow that kills somebody because I'm a pussy and can't get my hands in these dogs' mouths. Be a man, dude. Be a fucking man. Don't kill your neighbor because you're trying to kill the doggo. That's pussy stuff.
All right, here's
The only bad part is the damn dogs got killed by the police. That's fucked up, man.
I know.
The dude misses the dogs survive. Why Pupper should have been okay, but then the fucking police had to show up.
5-0 comes in.
Down.
A lot of times they'll put a dog to death anyway if it attacks someone. They do that a lot.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, I don't necessarily agree with it, but they do that. It's just like they'll do that with wild animals too. Like if a bear or a cougar mauls somebody, they'll track it down and kill it. It's like any cougar might be aggressive towards someone if they encounter them. It's part of their nature. You know, you can't kill it just because it attacked a human.
I mean, I can kind of see it with something like a puma, a cougar or something, or like...
Well, I mean, if it's like in the neighborhood, yeah, but if it's up in the mountains and there's humans...
Oh, no, yeah. Yeah, if it's in the neighborhood and it actually attacked a person, because that's really not characteristic behavior of a puma or whatever, you probably need to go hunt it down just in case the fucking thing has rabies, because most mountain cats and shit, they ain't going anywhere near a person. So if they do, something's wrong.
Well, if you're hiking in the woods, cougars will jump out and pounce on you. They stalk and pounce. They don't travel in packs like a lion or like other large cat.
If you show
What's up?
If you show symptoms of rabies, there's 100% chance you're gonna die. It's almost 100% chance if you actually show symptoms of rabies. It's scary.
Yeah.
So I guess if the cougar's out there being rabid, you gotta do what you gotta do, but not doggos.
Right.
Not all cougars are rabid. Well, he's saying that the only way a cougar would normally attack a human is if they're rabid, and that's not necessarily true.
If they're rabid or something's wrong.
Well, if you're in their habitat and they see you, especially younger cougars, are more likely to pounce on humans walking.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
That's probably true. I just the main thing the main distinction I remember though specifically is if you're camping, a cougar is probably not going to fuck with you because they're not going to stalk and hunt you. But if you walk up to a cougar, then they're probably going to pounce you. Yeah.
Yeah.
brand new. Oddities. We saw this one before.
Yes, we did.
I didn't notice Tila Tequila earlier.
That's cool. I like that. No more crazy people. Now it's oddities.
Well,
when Melania
it's two
Trump
things.
threatened to murder her husband Donald on live television in mid-January 2020, if I wouldn't mail her my pubes, my men and I got together to come up with a plan to defeat her and take her out.
This is Gail's first video since she made the video saying that the Secret Service was at her door, and she used her lightning dildo to make the Secret Service leave. And she's been gone, what, over a week?
About a week.
Yeah, radio silent. Radio fucking silent. I got a hold of Gail's men, too. What they told me was that they couldn't get a hold of her either. Like, she went totally blackout.
Terrence Jenkins?
Brent instructed me to make a video faking that I sent Melania the pubes she requested, and I did this. I actually mailed a letter to the White House, but it did not have my pubes in it.
Oh.
My men told me to make the video to give them time to reprogram the satellites to enable them to enter the White House undetected. You see, Melania Trump had things set up so that only strangers who were retards could enter the White House. And her scanners, her scanners were set up to scan to ensure that only retards could enter the White House, unless, of course, they were her trusted Secret Service, scientists, or Donald Trump.
So only retards at the White House.
And because of this, my men were not able to penetrate the White House until they could reprogram her very deadly satellites to enable them to enter the White House undetected. These satellites were programmed to kill my men by targeting their vagina butts, and if any of my men attempted to reprogram any of these satellites, the other satellites still in existence for the other men would destroy all the vagina butts, including my vagina, and in the process, both my men and I would die. And this was how Melania had the satellites programmed. So if one satellite was messed with, the other satellites for the other men would execute the one tampering with the satellite by destroying all vagina butts in the world, thus killing all the men on my marriage list as well.
So all the men on her marriage list still have the vagina butts?
Yeah, it's hard, man.
Yeah.
I would not volunteer for that.
So if anybody's confusing what a vagina butt is, all of Gail's men have a replica of Gail's vagina in their butts, so that when they're on the spaceship and they can't be with Gail, they can just butt fuck each other, and they're having sex with Gail's vagina, right? So so Gerard Butler wants to get inside Gail's tight, sweet cunny. All he has to do is go over and butt fuck Vladimir Putin, and it's the same thing.
It's the exact same thing.
As destroying
technology.
Every single man with a vagina butt, and would destroy me too, me, by targeting my vagina. Even the men who defected from us, the Gail's men going their own way because they have vagina.
The male's men going their own way?
Gim McTow.
Gim McTow.
Butts, they too would have been destroyed. So we had to plan for all the men on my marriage list to reprogram every single satellite. See, there was like one satellite for each man on my marriage list, programmed to kill them if they did anything Melania didn't like. So we had to plan for all the men on my marriage list to reprogram all the satellites at exactly the same time. And we needed to distract Melania so that we could do this, so that there would be no satellites in existence using Melania's deadly programming against us. You see, Melania had satellites for each man on my marriage list, and they were programmed to kill all men with vagina butts. if any of these satellites was messed with. So my men came up with a dangerous but courageous plan to reprogram the satellites all at the same time. The timing had to be perfect on this or we'd all be dead, so that they could enter the White House undetected and rescue Donald Trump.
Gail would be really good as a talk show host.
Yeah, she really would. She really
she
would.
was the next
I want
Oprah.
I want her to either be the person that reads the like in the last episode, or the one that announces all the late night hosts like Jimmy Fallon or something. That'd be pretty good.
Using reverse engineering, our nanotechnology research team had the programming for Melania's deadly satellites and were able to create a new program for the satellites that would enable my men to enter the White House undetected. The plan was that they would all reprogram the satellites at the same time with this new programming, but they needed to distract Melania and her Secret Service to accomplish this, to buy them some time. So they asked me to make a video faking that I mailed Melania the pubes she wanted. Now they had Melania distracted.
Ha! Ha! 4D chess from Gail right here. Do you hear this? It was a fake. It was a fake pube shaving video.
And
But
that
she did
video
actually shave her pubes.
that I made where I was
Or that's just what she wanted you to believe.
mistaken, giving her the pubes, gave them
pubes.
Was Gail? Wait. Was Gail employing psyops on us all?
Yes.
Gave time for
read.
every man on my marriage list to travel to these deadly satellites using invisibility shields and to reprogram all of the satellites for each of the men on my marriage list. And they programmed every single satellite for each of the men on my marriage list and reprogrammed it at the same time. They had to. And that way they could do this without any satellite killing them as they did this. The new programming would cause all the satellites formerly programmed to target my men's vagina butts to now target Melania's vagina, so that if she used the satellites to kill my men as they were originally programmed, instead, her vagina would be hit from all the satellites and she'd die. My men succeeded in reprogramming the satellites. We accomplished that mission. That were formerly programmed to target their vagina butts and kill them if they messed with the satellites. The new programming also made the White House's...
Everyone in the Patreon chat, no, no, you cannot have my vagina butt. I'm not giving up my vagina butt.
Especially now that it's safe from all the satellites.
I went to like some Gail wiki and it had Gail's marriage list and someone had edited it to put me on it.
Hey, Gail edited it.
I don't think that's canon, though, is it? Like, have we ever
I don't
gotten
think it is.
confirmation?
I don't think it is.
It's not canon.
Yeah.
Ben has no vagina butt.
I do not have a vagina butt.
Accurate. And now, even though my...
Wait, but if you did, then we could auction off your anal virginity.
Nope.
My men have genius intelligence, they were able to get inside the White House to rescue Donald from Melania. Because their satellites, because the White House scanners were inaccurate.
Non-canon vagina, what the fuck are we?
Accurate now. They'd been reprogrammed by my men. With the reprogramming that they put into Melania's deadly satellites. Previously, only retards could enter the White House, especially the deep section underneath where Melania and her scientists slaved around the clock to find the secret to my eternal beauty, so that Melania could compete with me and get the title Sexiest Woman Alive. Melania would consult her crazy mirror, and it would tell her that I was the sexiest woman alive, and she'd go into a rage, a jealous rage.
So Melania doesn't like that Gail is hotter than her?
No.
Okay.
Makes her jealous. Puts her in a fit of rage.
My men got into the White House, and they found Donald Trump. They said, "Good news, we found him." But Melania wasn't there. She had traveled to Florida, where she was sunbathing naked on the beach every day after she had shaved her pubes in preparation for the pube pay she was expecting from my pubes.
Pube pay?
The PewPay.
What? PewPay?
Well, you know, it's the new coin currency. It's the new Bitcoin. There's
Pube
Ethereum.
coin?
Yeah, there's PubeCoin. There's Ethereum. This is cryptocurrency.
Clicked. Fuck.
She
This is
wanted
great.
to tan her pubic area in the sun and walk down a runway wearing my PewPay. The problem was that though my men got into Melania's vast underground underneath the White
Oh, I think, yeah.
Like a toupee.
A toupee. Okay, I
Yeah.
get it now.
Like pube
Yeah, like it's a merkin, but she's calling it a PewPay.
House and found Donald Trump, they were far outnumbered. So Donald Trump came up with a plan. He held a rally and started cheering for me and raving about my beauty and how kind and beautiful I was and how Melania abused everybody. And they ended up all siding with me and decided to play like nothing happened at the White House to Melania, who was down in Florida, and that they were still loyal to Melania. Melania
oh my God, this video's
contacted
so
them.
long.
Yeah, it only like we really only want to listen to like about to the 11-minute mark, but it's trust me, it's worth it. It's where it was just about to get real good.
Okay.
Disguised as one of the scientists who would deliver the PewPay to fake that he was delivering her pubes to her and then to shoot her in
There
the
we go.
head while delivering her PewPay. They instructed me that after I made that video faking that the Secret Service was at my door to play dead and stop all communications online. So for a week, that's what
you
I
missed
did.
it.
But because I go outside,
What is it?
Yeah, we missed it. We missed the whole action of the men getting
rally
in
and started
Melania.
he found him. But Melania wasn't there. She had traveled to Florida, where she was sunbathing naked on the beach every day.
Yeah, we heard this. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. It's too
That's
long of
been
a video.
Melania Trump automaton. The real Melania has been sunbathing naked on the beach in Florida, waiting for her PewPay this week. So while Melania stayed down in Florida salivating about getting my pubes, she sent an order to the Secret Service at the White House about a week ago, and they are now loyal to me instead of Melania, and requested they come to my door to arrest me and execute me. Loyal to me now instead of her, they lied to her and said they would do it. Melania gave the order to the Secret Service at the White House and to have them come to my door, arrest me, and execute me, and they lied to her and said they'd do it. That day, my men told me to make a video and fake like there was Secret Service at my door to create another distraction for Melania. My men's new plan was to have Brent disguised as one of the scientists who would deliver the PewPay to fake that he was delivering her pubes to her and then to shoot her in the head while delivering her PewPay. They instructed me that after I made that video faking that the Secret Service was at my door to play dead and stop all communications online. So for a week, that's what I did. But because I go outside to check the mail, do my walks, etc., my men set up an encryption using programming we got from the Gail Android in 2012 that programs the brains and causes people to see me outside and not recognize me or forget who I was, in order to fool Melania into thinking her Secret Service murdered me about a week ago. Today, around 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time,
They tell Gail.
Melania
They tell Gail. They're like, "Hey, yeah, don't worry. You know, you have to hide from online. Go video darkness. But when you go out to walk the dog, don't worry. We've implanted encryptions in people's minds. So they won't notice you." Gail believes this. What if she doesn't bother wearing clothes that day? Because nobody can recognize her anyways, and she's walking around butt-ass naked. Well, what type of weird shit?
I think she's a modest Christian woman.
What type of weird shit do you think Gail did while she didn't think anybody could notice it was her? Think she snuck in and started robbing the hot dog stand? Got like unlimited wieners? Is Gail is she a good Christian woman? She's not going to take advantage of this power? I like to think she is.
She's a good Christian woman.
But if I was Gail, I would take full advantage of people not recognizing me. I'd walk around
Gail
with
is the best.
You would.
Gail is the best
yeah.
Christian woman.
Oh yeah, I'd ruin shit.
Today, around 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Melania requested her PewPay, thinking I was dead, and that it was now time for her to reign supreme as sexual goddess, since her #1 competition, myself, had been eliminated. Brent, disguised as a scientist around noon today, walked out onto the beach where Melania tanned herself in preparation for the pube, which was actually made from Vladimir Putin's body hair, because that's the closest match to my pubes.
That's the closest to her pubes. Vladimir Putin's body hair is basically Gail pubes.
Yeah.
I was so happy.
Oh my God.
Brent, dressed as a scientist, hid a fully automatic AR-15 in the fake pube. Melania's guards patted Brent down for weapons as she lay naked on a beach towel nearby. Apparently, they didn't check the pube because they feared it because of my powerful King David genetic profile, which is especially concentrated in my pubes. They let Brent walk right up to Melania. Show me the pubes. Show me my beautiful pube, Melania said.
Show me the pubes. Melania sounds Italian.
Pube. Show me the pube. Show me the pubes.
Brent, he reached into the fake pube and quickly pulled out the AR-15 and pointed it against her head. All of Melania's Secret Service now pointed their guns at Brent. Brent, looking calm and stern, looked at Melania. I'll give you to the count of pube.
Fuck
he pulled
you.
the trigger and shot her in the
No.
head. Then with coldness said, pube. Then he turned to Melania's agents and they all ran. Brent tossed the fake pube onto her naked, dead vagina. At 2:23 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, United States, Brent beamed back aboard Church of Gail, and my men also brought Melania's body with them to ensure the Jesuits can't bring her back. And now I want to address some of the comments
ramen today
that
could give the sweet boys some cash. Also, got the flu, can't seem to stomach normal foods at the moment.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, eat foods you want. Don't go hungry because of us.
I'll make sure not to spend any of that on ramen. I can't speak for Ben, though.
Raw men? Yeah.
I will
That was
spend
so
some of it on the count of pube, though.
Mm-hmm. That was really good. You know, the best part about it is when it gets to like these action scenes, like if you just let your mind kind of go blank and absorb it, you can totally picture it. Brent Spiner, TV's Lieutenant Commander Data, walking up dressed like a scientist, holding an enormous hairy package, and then whipping out an AR-15 and putting it against Melania Trump's head and saying, I'll give you to the count of pube, and then blowing her frame. You can see it. You can see it.
I'll give you till the count of pube to eat my ramen.
Pube.
Pube. I can't believe Melania's
That's
gone.
Is there more here, or should I move on?
The rest of it is all just her addressing some people who were commenting kind of weird on some of her videos. It's actually very sweet. So if you're a big Gail fan, I definitely think finishing the video is great because it's less like Gail and more Gail that you don't really see very often. So it's a really good video.
Yeah, everybody knows where to find that. We're not watching that here because we only want the salacious story of her having the merkin, the pube hiding an AR-15 to take out the First Lady. That's all we want to hear about. We want the action.
So, Billy's been saying for a while we should watch a few clips from the IRL streamers. So I got some Blade on his RV trip. We'll see. I guess we'll see.
It's nice to see Ben selling this new segment.
No. I like it being part of this segment. I just don't know. I don't know anything about these guys except for apparently he wears diapers. Is their goal $20,000?
Lit.
It looks like it, yeah.
So he's wearing a diaper.
He's got a diaper.
He's got a Seattle hoodie on too.
Yeah, I got the same hoodie.
Represent.
Yeah.
Man in diaper represent.
Yeah, that's my boy, Blade.
Beautiful. Looking awesome.
So he's trashed, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to turn this down because of the fucking music.
Yeah. He's doing a trashed.
So he has a diaper on. He's putting his pants on over the diaper. Do you know anything about this? Was this like a...
This is an RV trip. They're making their way to Seattle.
But why diapers is what I'm wondering.
Because he pisses on everything. He gets drunk and he pisses on everything.
Oh, he pisses himself while he's sleeping.
He pisses on like the couch. He pisses on the tables.
I had a friend that was like that. Like he would like sleepwalk when he was drunk and piss like in the corner. Or, like he pissed like on the TV one time. Like me and him were sitting on a couch and he was sleeping and he just got up out of nowhere and walked towards the TV and pissed on the floor in front of the TV.
I'm not wearing an RV or a diaper on the RV. I'm going to go visit them when they get here. I'm going to get trashed and just piss on everything. It's done. We're going to figure it out.
Wow,
right, so
that dude's fucked up.
Yeah. Here's him smoking a cigarette backwards because he's so wasted.
Yeah.
You are poor, dude.
Hey, I'm fucking picking up your sticks for you, man, and putting them back in the box. Can you appreciate? Say thank you.
Well then, yeah, do it faster.
He smokes Newports.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Why is it so fucking shit?
Thank you, cutie, for taking to me and more. Red heart face blowing a
Oh yeah, that's his
face with
those
hard
are
eyes.
his briefs.
He's wearing those briefs.
What does that mean, dude?
That's a donation.
I know it's a donation, dude.
Is he?
I get donation. You get donation?
Is he gonna?
Yeah,
he's gonna pew.
Media donations, like,
Show me the toe again. Just can't wait to see that toe again.
Yeah, his toes necrotic. His legs have leg holes in them.
Oh, does he have dude, he's got diabetes?
Yeah, I don't know if it's diabetes. He's got something like it's and
Neuropathy.
his doctors told him he should stop drinking. So
he probably has neuropathy.
Yeah, it's pretty dire over here for my buddy Blade.
Drinking and losing all your I can't wait to see that toe
Oh my god, it's still on fire.
Show me the toe again.
Dude, if you take a hit off the filter, that is so nasty.
So Ben, should we invite him in here to do spin till you spew against you? You put the title.
No, I will not take the. I will not. Well, I mean, is he good at trivia?
Maybe.
If he's just dog shit at trivia, I could probably still win.
Honestly, if he was in here and he got drunk, he'd probably piss everywhere and break everything.
Yeah, no thanks.
But let's do it, right?
No.
Toe again.
He's smoking a cigarette backwards.
Oh, that toe again.
What if he turns it around and puts it in his mouth?
I mean, he's so wasted.
Yeah.
Can you do the halo?
Have you ever been so drunk that you only respond to sonar?
Like some dolphin sounds?
Yeah. This cigarette's. Is he gonna try and smoke it again? Because he's the guy that I dressed
Bro, your chat is so...
dressed up as the woman for, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
They're telling me now that I should dress up as a woman again for him and see if he forgets that I'm me and tries to have sex with me again.
Oh my god, why do you want him to try to have sex with you?
I don't want him to try. I just want to see if he will because he gets so drunk.
You baited his one friend.
Yeah, the guy groped me.
Yeah.
So delayed.
No. I think it goes like.
Your chat is like delayed, like fucking 20 seconds.
I like their snack choices on the RV. Diet Snapple, vitamin water, Skittles.
When we went on Ice Poseidon's RV, I was like, why the fuck are there like 5,000 people watching this? Because it's just a bunch of people sitting on an RV doing nothing. Like, that's all we were doing. We were all just like sitting there looking at each other. Every now and then someone would be like, hey, how about this? And everyone would be like, oh, yeah, And maybe someone would smoke weed. And that's all that was going on. I was like, it was kind of boring. It was cool when we were walking around. You know, that was fun. But just like sitting on the RV was boring.
Well, that's the thing. IRL streaming, you sit through all the boring stuff because you expect to have something delivered that's crazy, right? You'll sit through the boring. You'll go through hours and hours of boring if you can catch that moment live where it gets wild. That's the payoff. It's long form content that you have no idea what's going to happen, and a lot of times it delivers, and sometimes it's just boring. This Gregorian chant. So this is soothing, actually. I want this to be my song when I sleep.
You can make it your ringback tone.
My white noise, yeah. Whoa. Why they got Diet Snapple?
And then here's the point where he's sleeping and he pisses himself.
Oh no.
And I guess that other guy's name is Salmon?
Yeah, that's Sam and Andy.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's gonna roll a little bit in a second here. You're gonna see the piss all over him. So the diaper didn't hold up. So eventually this guy won't be able to rent an RV.
This looks like
look right there.
This RV is definitely not rented.
Oh man.
See on his hip?
He did a pee-pee.
Yeah, because he was on his side, so all the piss like ran down.
A little tinkle.
Yeah.
A little ick.
Dude, I have never been so drunk I pissed. I mean, I've been so drunk that I couldn't do anything, but I've never pissed myself.
Oh, sure.
He did a oopsie.
I never pissed myself. Man.
Yeah.
I got so drunk once that I went and pissed on furniture because I thought I was in the bathroom. But
I was just saying that happened. That happened to a friend of mine. I had a friend that would always do that kind of shit.
This is like a regular occurrence for Blade too. And the worst thing is he'll like sober up because the doctors tell him to sober up, and then people are like, "Oh, this is boring. You're boring," and he like doesn't get any donos or support. So he's like, "Well, okay, I'll do some fire sales. I'm selling off Jaeger," and they go and buy the Jaeger, and he gets wasted, and then he goes back to this.
Yeah,
it's a cycle.
So I guess a big thing that's going on the RV too is random slaps on salmon.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Chicken Andy slaps. I guess he keeps slapping salmon. Yeah, check this out.
For the record, slapping people is
He's
not
blowing
a
his
sweet boy
nose.
thing to do, unless they're into that sort of thing.
Slapping someone when they're asleep takes them totally off guard.
Oh man!
The delayed reaction.
He's hiding.
What just happened?
That is funny. Does he get him again? No, he doesn't get him again, does he? Does he get him again? Okay, he doesn't get him again.
Watch this.
I don't understand.
Hoarders Jackass crossover. Yep.
$50 dono.
God, $50.
Do it.
Dude, that's awful. That one was worse than the last one.
It got him in his nose.
Yeah.
So, everyone.
His
you guys are enjoying
reaction,
the
he
stream?
looks around. He's like,
I'm trying not to laugh at this. That's pretty
it's
fucking funny,
dude.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Enjoy. It's been a great night.
Oh.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. It's ghost donos.
Why is it blank?
I don't know. I'm scared. Why are we getting ghost donos, Ben?
It's from Lenny the Shark. And that was for $20, and it was
Got you all.
Finger Salmon's belly button and Dirty Sanchez cap. Ew. 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 Ew.
All right.
It's a robot ghost. Got to do that to Joe.
I've seen those old videos of Joe doing slap contests with people where they take turns slapping each other.
Yeah.
That's pretty brutal.
Yeah. It's fun. We used to do all this weird stuff for the Billionaire.
Yeah.
It's like now, like it's like kind of hot on YouTube, like 5,000, 20,000 people. We were doing it for like 500 people, maybe 1,000 at the most. Couple thousand on the really good days. But it was usually like the best was usually about 500 to 1,000 people watching, and we'd be doing all this dumb stuff. But the Billionaire would be like, "Okay, I'll pay for whatever damage is done." So we're like, "Okay, let's go."
What is
the slap championships are crazy?
Someone sent me this.
For this few minutes that I've been here on Earth, and I have found more information. And guess what it says by me adding that one little old ponytail? That one little old ponytail.
Is this
how it changed everything?
Is this like a Miss Piggy puppet?
Her name's Paula Andrea or Andrea Pyle.
Thou art dealing with repressed anger when one pulls this card. Woo! So, the truth is, I am mad as hell that my spaceship dropped me off with a bag of stuff that it doesn't look like it's going to do me a bit of good.
Okay, just let that sink in.
I'm not a ghost. I was just trying to hum like Blade. Oh.
We'll hum for you, Lenny the Shark. Thank you. So what is this woman going to say
Okay. Now, you know what my grandmama says? Do you know what my grandmama said if I was on the earth plane? She said, scratch me that ass and get glad.
What did she say?
I think she said, scratch mad ass and get glad.
Okay.
Hold on.
Sound financial advice.
Okay, hold on.
Do you know what my grandmama said if I was on the earth plane? She
I'm
says,
not fat shaming this woman. She looks like Miss Piggy, my dudes.
Let's hear what she says.
Scratch me that ass and get glad.
Scratch mad ass and get glad.
Scratch mad ass. No, that's what she said. Scratch mad ass.
I guess
get glad.
I'm tweeting that.
I need that. Yeah, dude, I need that on a T-shirt.
Scratch mad ass and get glad. All right, I'm gonna go retweet Jeff's tweet.
Yeah, me too. Scratch mad ass and get glad.
Scratch mad ass and get glad.
So it looks to me like I better figure this thing out. That's what it looks to me like. And it looks to me like I can't be looking around trying to find the answers because there's nowhere to find any answers that seem like they're the answers for me. I got to find them inside of me.
Sodomy?
Let me see. An anger that has not been pinned down nor distinguished from among a various sort of circumstances because the particular singular problem has not been extracted from that which is really causing thee thy anger. The person is, of course, frustrated, feeling angry, reacting harshly by lashing out. He is most likely lashing out at those who have nothing in the world to do with his source of anger. Now, isn't this the truth? If I was getting mad at every single solitary, and I'm still playing, remember I'm playing like I'm from another planet. Everybody that walked in here, Mitzi or Sandy or Ed or Ted or any of the rest of them walked in here, and boy, I just lashed out at them because here's my predicament. Now, you better do something about it. What the hell you can do about it? Isn't that stupid? You cannot do a thing about the predicament I'm in. But people, humans, blame people all of their lives and expect them to change their particular situation. The anger comes from a place of dependency, which he has inflicted upon himself. He feels helpless in the situation.
Yeah, there was a few good sound bites there. I'm sure. Okay, I'll play a little bit more.
Or anything. I'm just having fun, and that's what I'm going to do. I did learn to do that while I was wherever I was before I came here because I know what it feels like. Fun is release. Fun is enjoyment. Fun is authentic.
I love to release.
Fun is accepting the moment, being where your feet are, embracing the moment for the moment thereof. You know, that's what I saw in the Bible. I'm going back to being a human again. You know, that God said, my grace
She's transforming. She's changing species in front of our very eyes.
So it is Miss
That's
Piggy.
amazing.
Kirby.
Kermit.
She's trans species. Respect her pronouns.
Do I have to get you back on your spaceship, Kermit?
In the day thereof. So that's it. So I'm having fun. So what they did do, and I'm going to comment on this because, you know, humans are known to comment. They dropped me at the right place. They dropped me at a television station in front of some cameras. And I enjoyed this to pieces. So even though I don't have a clue.
You know what I've noticed? I've noticed that Miss Piggy's voice is like a higher pitched Yoda. It's kind of like Grover from Sesame Street because it's the same person
Yeah.
doing all of those voices. It's like if you do Yoda, but don't mess up the syntax like Yoda does, and like make it higher pitch.
So you telling me if someone lower pitched Miss Piggy, you might be like, is that Yoda?
Is that Yoda?
Is that Yoda?
I
That's
love my
gotta be
painting
Yoda.
so much. I love my painting so damn much.
Oh God.
Dapper Dan.
I didn't know whether or not to put Tila Tequila in oddities or antagonism, so I'm gonna play her this time. And by the end of this video, you let me know if you want it to be, if you think
We're gonna
she
let the
should.
chat vote.
Yeah, I
Let
mean,
the people vote.
We could. Here she is.
She's on the cusp of being
She
removed
is.
from the oddities.
Yeah.
Everybody, say your opinion in the comments of this video or live on stream.
They winning Donald Trump, the first black president.
Her laugh.
That laugh is special.
Trigger nigger, trigger nigger, trigger nigger, trigger nigger, trigger nigger, trigger
What the
nigger,
fuck?
trigger. Say that 20 times. Trigger nigger, trigger nigger, trigger.
Stop! Stop!
All
Trigger
right,
nigger, trigger
well,
nigger, trigger nigger, trigger nigger, trigger nigger. Can y'all say that 10 times? Trigger nigger. Oh, I love myself so much.
This is fucking great, dude.
I love myself so much. I am so complete. Like, I literally need nobody to get. I need nobody.
All right, so that's the clip.
The thing that's so weird about wingnuts like this, like her and like Hans Wormhat, who thinks every ape is like a little midget in a suit. I don't know. These people have to like take the time to record these thoughts, and they have like all this time of uploading the video. They could just not hit the button. They could just be like, actually, maybe this is a bad idea. But God bless them, they never falter.
There was never a moment in Tila Tequila's mind where that was a bad idea.
No, I mean she wore a Nazi uniform to like
so
to a party.
technically, she wasn't an antagonist.
She's an antagonist against humanity.
That's true.
Yeah.
Throw her in there.
She laughs when people are killed by horrible natural disasters.
Throw her in a gulag.
She doesn't just laugh, she takes responsibility for them in a way.
Yeah, she does. That's wild, man.
All right. So she's being moved to antagonism going forward unless she does a face turn.
She better do a sweet girl thing next time if she wants to come back.
She's not a sweet girl.
It's not a sweet girl thing to do.
Oh, I get it. Okay. Oddities are crazy people who are good. Crazy people.
Antagonism.
No.
Jump scare at the end.
Who was that?
The stinky butt boy? I don't know.
It looked like
Ladies
Lisa
and
Simpson.
gentlemen, welcome to the Michael Anderson Show. It's your host with the most, Michael Anderson. I'm here to talk at you. Isn't this a familiar scene? Right here, not surrounded by...
I wish there was another name for host that rhymed with least.
Yeah. Michael Anderson is one of my new favorite kind of internet douchebags. So,
tools
the
and,
length of his
and
beard.
shit, dirt. That's okay. This is my last time being here in my old home, and I'm packing up and moving the remainder of my stuff down to my new home in Georgia. And the thing is, I got somebody watching over my house right now, which is pretty cool. One of my neighbors. Really friendly. Their husband is a police officer. Very awesome. Super convenient for me. I like this small town vibe. I want to talk about something real quick because I've made some decisions. And I want you guys to know that I have not had sex in about 3 months. 3 months. Okay? And I'm not going to be having sex.
I was hoping so much that he was going to say years. I was like, I was hoping he was going to say years.
Again, until I find a serious person. I've decided that. I think that we need to make some serious changes in our culture, and I think that needs to start from us, from you, personally, like you, right? You look at what's wrong with the culture that we have, you look at the downfall of society, the downfall of marriage, stable families. I'm not going to let what happened to my family, to me, broken homes, I'm not going to allow that to happen in the future. So when I move in with a woman, for example, that will be because we're getting married. I'm not going to...
50% of marriages end in divorce, so it's not marriages. Yeah. It's not the lack of marriage that causes a broken home. It's dysfunction at home. That's what it is.
It's, I mean, like I have a lot of thoughts, so I'm gonna try and keep them organized right now because I think I'm pretty stoned actually. Yeah, yeah, I think so. But I mean, like, so the fucking thing about divorce though. Before we had the internet, before we had like all this global network of information and shit, you'd get married and you'd be like, fuck, I'm stuck. This is where the fuck am I gonna go now? But now all you need is your fucking cell phone and some Wi-Fi, and you can see any number of better situations for yourself out there. And suddenly that dude is knocking you around and, you know, abusing you. You don't have to put up with it. So like, I don't blame it. People are dumb. They don't pick good partners.
Be moving in with a woman until we get married. Period. She's not going to be one of those like live-in couples.
That's
not happening. Okay. If you know the statistics on that, I think it's some 80% of couples that get married after being live-in couples end up in divorce. Okay, so if they become...
You're making that up. I swear you're making that up.
Those are statistics, Ben.
I'll have to look that up.
What did he... I might know. What did he say? I wasn't listening.
Hi, Jeff Holiday.
What, dude?
So when I move in with a woman, for example, that will be because we're getting married. I'm not going to be moving in with a woman until we get married. Period. She's not going to be one of those like live-in couples. It's not happening. Okay?
Here comes his stat.
If you know the statistics on that, I think it's some 80% of couples that get married after being live-in couples end up in divorce.
I mean, if that is true, I would think that it's just because most couples live together before they get married.
I'm looking it up.
Look it up. I'll be right back.
Like, that doesn't make any sense, dude. That doesn't make any sense at all. Like, you would think you'd know better how to get along if you lived with each other beforehand, but also how to communicate and get over these barriers and shit like that. Is this guy assuming that if you have any problems with your marriage, the right way to do it is to legally bind each other together so you have to figure your shit out? Because I don't know. It doesn't sound very good.
Yeah, this guy's never got a good point about anything. He's always off base and weird about stuff. So I don't expect much difference from him now. But the fact that he's thrown a statistic in the mix really throws off Ben, because Ben loves statistics and you're high. And I don't care about the statistics because I know whatever this guy says is fucking stupid. So we're at we're at this fucking impasse here.
We totally are. The thing that, this is really funny too. As I'm typing this out, I'm like, fuck, I hope Google understands stoner. I was like, percent of newlyweds that divorce after living with each other previously. There's no way that's going to work. But it popped right up. Is on average, researchers concluded that couples who lived together before they tied the knot saw a 33% higher rate of divorce than those who waited to live together until after they were married.
So this guy was right?
Atlantic. It's from the Atlantic.com, and that was like 2014. There's a bunch of links on this. What the fuck?
So this guy was right, according to that Atlantic article, and I still don't care. 33% more likely to get a divorce because they lived together for a while.
Right.
I still don't care. I think 100% of people should get divorces. Marriage is a fucking trap for most people.
Yeah.
If you think about getting a divorce, you probably should get one.
It really, really fucking can be. Like, honestly, guys, I didn't get married until I was like late 20s and shit. Don't rush stuff, you know what I mean? So the second link that I looked at, apparently there's conflicting studies on it. Some researchers think it is what it be, but it don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, most studies have conflicting reports and studies based around them as well. Like
sociological studies, that's pretty common. Yeah,
you can pick and choose whatever you want these days. That's why I don't listen to statistics. I listen to my gut, and my gut is 100% always my gut.
Yeah, always your gut.
Okay, so if they become live-in couple,
well, your gut has shrunk though.
Yeah.
No. It's concentrated.
Then they get married.
High impact
80%
gut.
lead to divorce. When I get married, I will understand, this is important for you, that marriage is not about... Oh, let me flip these eggs over.
Oh, this is my favorite part of the video.
He's frying eggs while he's making
This
a
is
video?
my favorite part of the video. I love this. Oh my God, he's running towards the fucking stove to flip eggs. This is the first time I enjoyed anything this guy did. This is amazing to me. He should start all his videos while cooking something and then running to keep the shit from burning. This is next level content. I'm going to start sitting down making videos talking about how much I hate, I don't know, short people. And then 2 minutes, 40 seconds in, I'm going to go, oh my God, my biscuits are burning, and charge towards the oven, pull them out with my bare hands, dropping them everywhere, burning my hands, making a buffoon of myself, and then make another video next week about, how Brexit is my favorite breakfast.
Don't you dare burn. Come on. 1 second.
I
Gotta
hope
flip it.
they listen, bro.
Don't you dare
Almost.
burn.
Ooh, a little brown.
He
I
talks
hope
to
those
he
eggs
talks to
respect
minorities
you, bro.
like he talks to his eggs. It's like, don't you dare burn, don't you dare hurt me, don't you dare step out of line, don't you dare burn eggs.
Is he one of those kind of guys?
New patron.
Roz, welcome.
Yeah, and we haven't really mentioned the Patreon yet. Basically,
You guys have a Patreon?
Yeah.
We've got 2 private shows coming up.
Yeah.
2 of them. Actual Mania 5, which we're working on the card for right now. But tomorrow we'll see if Egghead walks into Actual Mania
as the Cringerweight champion, because tomorrow he's going to put his
Steve
title
says
online
we need
against a
to change
mystery
our
opponent.
society, yet he fights societal changes. Hypocrite. I see your hypocrisy, you ass.
Oh,
ass. You ass. Thank you, Red Scare.
You criticize society, yet you participate in it.
Actual Mania 5, and then... So, can we get a hint on who Egghead's competitor is tomorrow?
No. He gets nothing.
Okay.
Nil. Nada.
So, and everyone who signs up for Patreon will get to vote on that live show tomorrow.
Yeah, the patrons are going to be able to vote for the winner. That's how we always do in the private show, since everybody's a patron anyways. But you'll be able to watch the actual match, how we would do it on the private show if you're interested. And for those of you that are already fans of Actual Mania, you'll get to see a little bonus freebie episode. And I get to put Egghead under the fire again, because waiting a month to see him to defend that title didn't seem justified to me.
Damn. Yeah, he narrowly beat his Uncle Rick.
Yeah.
In the last one. So,
Yeah.
everyone, if you're watching right now, like the stream. We're going to watch a little more of this video, then we'll move on to something else. But if you could like the stream, please, that would be pretty fucking great.
All right, I will.
PFG.
Yeah. Man. Oh, the other private show. The other private show that you get for $5, because you get 2 of them a month if you sign up for $5. Joe has agreed to come in, and I told Joe that he can basically pick the subjects and the content for that episode.
Nice. That's a Joe curated episode.
Yes.
The Joe-sode?
We're all stars
It's
now.
the Joe Show.
In the Joe Show. Yeah.
Yes.
It's going to be like 3 hours of Machiavellian commentary.
Yeah, Joe, I already told you this. Joe's like, I can? Yeah, I told you.
Joe's like, when is this? And we're gonna
Was
be
he
like,
drunk?
Yeah.
I was texting him.
Yeah, he doesn't remember things. He was drunk.
Was he?
Joe, I don't know. Joe has split personality disorder. Sometimes he's a nice guy. Other times he's Joe.
Joe, it's the private show. I was telling you about it. It was when you said, you were like, oh, I come back from California that day. Joe was like, that's the day I come back from California so I can do that episode. And I was like, yeah, I want to choose subjects that you're knowledgeable on.
Knowledgeable.
Obviously, I'm not going to let you put anything on because we do have certain things.
You can't just put anything on, Joe.
Oh, now he remembers. Wow, Joe. You also said you wanted to sit down and discuss how we were going to do this.
Yeah. You also said that you were going to pour us a nice Chianti.
I've got the receipts, Joe.
Yeah, don't make him show the DMs, Joe.
Right.
Don't make him dox you.
Right.
Don't make him
Don't make me Repzilla you.
Don't make him hit you with those mad docs.
Not Repsion, Repzilla. The guy with the weird hair.
I don't give a damn
Did
about my
he-
bad reputation.
I'm only like tertiarily know about that guy. Why did he talk? Did he talk mad smack about DP or something?
No, he talked smack about Billy.
He said some dumb stuff because he's not a smart guy.
Right. He's not
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
I don't judge him. It's not like smart people watch him anyways.
He made
If
a video
one of our
about Jelly
fans-
Juice once. I appreciated that. You know,
Because he's a copy and paste trend jumper, right?
Right.
But then again, But then again, hang on. He did make a video about Jelly Juice and the Dr. Phil episode that I was on, but he didn't link my channel. I forgot about that.
He like talked to this mentally ill girl in DMs and then released read through her DMs where she like told him stuff that she didn't want him to talk about live.
Is that Leafy
and then-
Greens?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't follow him
Shit.
at all. I literally only saw a video of him that someone was like, watch this so you can learn how bad of a guy Onision is. And I started watching like, I don't know, 20 seconds of it. I was like, I can't sit through this. And then he like name dropped me recently. Billy the Fridge really messed up. I'm like, okay. I don't know this guy. I
The
don't
thing
care
is,
for
like,
him.
commentary channels, they have this problem. They're always caught in this trap where they want to like be first to the story, first to the cred, first to this, first to that. But like, if you could, as a commentary channel, wait one day, you would make 10 times more informed and like, I don't know, I think better videos. But you just can't. Not with that.
Yeah,
not
they don't
with that
care
crowd,
about.
man.
They don't care about that.
Right. It's unfortunate.
Joe wants Jeff on his curated episode.
What day? What
The
day is it?
28th.
When is it?
The 28th.
February.
February. The 28th.
Yeah, I think I could probably do that. Yeah, we'll just keep track. I got my thing I got to do next week, so like talk to me after that.
All right.
Mighty 5 donated a 20 spot and said, if your significant other really loves you and wants you to marry you, then said partner will shit on your chest and rub it in with their butt cheeks. If your significant other doesn't shit on your chest, the relationship is going to end badly. And that's a statistical fact. So, because he paid $20 to say it. So, thank you.
That's fair. So, what is the problem with this dude usually? Like, what kind of bullshit does he talk about?
This guy, he talks about like he made one video where he talks about how he got these people kicked out of a bar because he met them and they were from Europe and the guy had red hair and freckles and stuff and he said he was from Germany and the guy's like, you don't look like you're from Germany, you look like you're Irish. And he's like, what do you mean I don't look German? And like, I don't know, he's kind of, I mean, xenophobic and shit.
Oh, yeah, anti. How does he feel about Mexicans?
Oh, he fired someone who was Mexican.
For being Mexican?
And then he said, well, I don't know if it was exactly for that, but he said, next time I'm going to hire people who are more like me.
Yeah.
So it was insinuating that
It was someone who worked for him.
Do that, you know? I don't know. No, I get it. Yeah,
If he admits to firing them because of their nationality or race or anything like that, I believe that's illegal.
That's very illegal.
Yeah.
Very illegal. But yeah. Technically, I actually got fired and replaced by an illegal immigrant at one point. But the job was so shitty, I didn't feel bad about it. I was like, nah, so I'm going to let that go.
All right. Yeah, we'll watch some more.
Anyways, sorry about that. I apologize. I'm making some food and then I'm packing up stuff in some boxes.
Why record a
and
video
gotta
then?
Uber around and all this other crazy stuff.
You don't have to. You don't have to fry an egg while you're recording a video.
It's funny though. That's where this guy's mind is.
Glad to be
He's like,
this.
well, you know, I just started this egg, but I got something to say.
Right.
I got something to say.
Last time being here. But you know, I'm not going to be one of those people that has a failed marriage. I'm going to understand. I think it's important for you. Anyone who's watching this needs to understand that marriage is not just about romance. It's really not. It's not about romance. That's part of it. It's part of it. But it's not always going to be there when you get married, right? Sometimes the romance may fade. It's important to try to maintain it, but we have this mass media that tries to tell us that romance is the only thing that matters in a marriage. And that once romance goes away...
I don't think mass media says that. I don't think that's true.
Or when you're not as romantic with your significant other, then all of a sudden you should get divorced. You know? This is totally wrong. Marriage is a union between two people, okay? And
Where the
sometimes
woman
that love's
ceases
going to
to
fluctuate.
exist
Okay? I
fiscally.
think if you're
Marriage
should
is a
always-
relationship where the man absorbs the woman and her assets and her name and puts it under his brand, and they
His
continue
brand.
and they continue living together until one of them dies.
always love someone, but it's also about self-sacrifice. You're giving up certain things, right, in order to take care of something greater, right? And sometimes the romance might fade a little bit, and you can try to recoup that, but it's not always going to be there, okay? And that's not the sole purpose of it. That comes from like the 70s, the love is love culture. The like, all that matters is my self-satisfaction. All that matters.
I
and
think
it's
he
crazy.
means the 60s, but
Yeah.
I mean,
See the amount of people that believe that, and they don't see anything wrong with that. They don't see that as being a selfish, deluded culture, right? A self-important frame of mind, right? Where all the
so he means to tell us now that he does not have a self-important frame of mind.
That's kind of the thing that I'm catching up on too. Yeah,
Right.
Like this dude sounds like he's trying to say hippity hoppity, women are property. I hate that shit.
What matters is your own personal love, your personal satisfaction. I understand that when I get married, it's going to be ups and downs, right? But this is to death, till death do us part. I am going to have a successful marriage, okay? I'm not getting divorced. I want to have at least...
What if she wants to get divorced?
Well, no. He's not going to marry a woman that's going to have her own say, okay? He knows that.
Okay.
He knows that right now. The woman he marries is going to be completely subservient because of years of Christian conditioning and right-wing policies.
Yeah.
And if she has some sort of breakthrough and breaks away from that, he's going to have her committed mentally to an asylum.
Kids. That's what I want.
He's got
Doesn't that
plans.
be crazy? I want 3 kids. That's what I want. I could have more, but I want 3. Okay? I want to have a marriage with someone who is culturally similar to myself, just culturally.
Culturally similar.
You know, Aryan nation.
What if she? What if a woman tells
Brain
you
dead?
she wants to have 3 kids and then she changes her mind? Or what if she can't have kids? Yeah. What if you marry
Yeah.
a woman and you find out later she can't have kids? Are you going to divorce her?
Well, Christ struck her womb barren, so I can tie stones. At least 5
that's when it's
stones
okay.
to her-
That's when it's okay to divorce. Then, right?
Oh no! Murder. No, you have to cast the barren whore off the bridge into the river.
Has some shared views, shared views about God and things like that. I think those are really important. Okay.
Okay.
Obviously those are not the only thing that matters. Shared
also needs
views
big
is not a
tits.
character trait, right?
She
A
tits are
character trait
not
is
like
something
spicy
like
food
a
at
woman
all.
being kind, right? Or willing to learn new things, or being open to how should I put this? To, like, for example, if you and your wife disagree on something, like, getting in a relationship doesn't mean you have to agree on everything. That's not how it is. That's not how it has to work.
Really? That's amazing.
I feel like there's a butt coming though.
There could be many reasons why people think a particular thing. I think this is a big problem here with you got to be careful as a conservative only looking for someone who's conservative. I understand wanting that, but you have to look at why is that person conservative, right? Are they conservative because that's just what they learned? Or are they conservative because they came to that realization through rational thought? Okay? These are 2 different types of, 2 different frames of mind, right? So I think it's important to be with someone who's kind and has the ability to think rationally, right? These are really important things. Don't just look for someone who agrees with you, okay? Try to find out why they have the opinions that they have. Are they rational people? Are they kind? Are they loving? These are important to me, okay? It's just some little stuff. You might not agree with that, but I just want you guys to know I'm not having sex anymore. I'm just not. I'm not. I'm done with it. I'm not participating in the degenerate culture that we live in. I'm going to be a hardworking man, and when I get married, I'm going to be faithful, and I'm going to wait. It's not going to kill me. It's not going to kill me.
Based in trad pills.
It's fine. I went through that stage for a while, being with different women. That didn't bring me any pleasure. It didn't bring me any self-satisfaction. Didn't bring me any joy, right? Didn't make me a stronger man, right? I don't think so.
All right.
It's fun.
Jeff
what the fuck?
Jeff is going to love this next video. He's a man after your own heart, Jeff. Listen to his
big shout out to my friend in the chat who's like, every time I look over, he's like, "Hi Jeff is best Jeff. You're doing great. Hi Jeff." I'm like, "Thanks, buddy. Thanks. I appreciate that."
Just listen to this guy's opening. What he opens with.
Shadowley Bridge Burners, Fuzzy Dunlop Skates, and today we're going to be talking about women and makeup. Now, I never really gave a shit about makeup. I always preferred girls with no makeup, because how the fuck am I supposed to tell what you look like? And I started seeing some fucking MGTOW videos about fucking women with makeup, and it's a fucking whole facade. That's what fucking women do. They fucking spend all day fucking lying about fucking being something they're not, and putting 10 layers of fucking shit on their fucking face when they're not staring at themselves in a mirror for other reason. We know what they're like.
That door will never close.
We know what they're like. Imagine being a guy that listens to this guy and finally gets a girl and realizes that they're more than the makeup caked on their face. Wouldn't that blow you away the whole time you listened to this fucking guy and you thought he was the be all end all?
I could have swore that he said one time that he watched Jeff Holiday videos back in the day, and that's why he started making videos.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. No fight. Shut up.
He said he stopped watching you when you cucked for that Jilly Juice woman.
Shut up. So look, I've seen this dude's videos a couple of times before too. I think maybe have you guys showed him on this show before?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's probably where I know him from. Look, I get so irritated with some of these dudes who do like the pickup artists or the advice for young men channels, and they act like rampant misogynists. You're all bad at it. You're not just bad YouTubers, and you're not just bad at being an alpha dog. You're bad at being a misogynist. Less is more, okay? You really want to hurt somebody's feelings. Less is more. I'll demonstrate. I can piss off every woman watching this stream. Damn. Why do women wear makeup and perfume? Because they're ugly and they stink.
Oh, damn.
There, video over. I just saved you. Your stupid opinions being flopped out like a lazy dick in the wind. You fucking... Go ahead.
I just, out of curiosity, Googled fucking makeup before and after, and I was fucking dumbfounded by the shit that I saw. Even for me, fucking, man, I was really surprised. So these are in no particular order, really.
Even for me.
Even for him.
Pretty much the first, dozen or so Google fucking image results. And, I fucking took some screenshots, and I'm going to show them for you guys, and we're going to talk a little bit about what my impression is of a particular bitch in this fucking picture. And I hope you guys fucking get a kick out of it and exercise caution in the future. Oh, now this one. Yeah, sorry, fucking Bridge Burners Pepe is covering what she looks like in real life, but trust me, I'm not...
Bridge Burners Pepe!
Bridge Burners
Pepe! He has his own Pepe!
Chatelet Bridge Burners Pepe.
Yeah, and I got inspired for this video from watching my hero, Jeff Holiday. Whoa, did you hear that? Did you guys hear that?
Wow. That's amazing. Chatelet, my little Kekarino. Hope you're happy. Are you
before-
hibbity hopping, my frog?
Hibbity hopping.
Before, this woman had, some birthmarks on her and not professional lighting or makeup. But then there was professional lighting, camera work, makeup, and wind blowing in her hair.
Right.
And I was like, how dare they fake the wind blowing in her hair?
Fucking hurting you by obscuring that part of her face, guys. Look at her on the right. Like, she is fucking hot. She looks like a Nordic fucking Viking Valkyrie goddess. But on the left, I don't even know what the fuck that is. I mean...
No amount of Photoshop could fix this guy's
even
dot
look
pattern.
at the difference in the nose. All right.
It's contouring. It's like it.
You can 100% see where that nose came from. It's not hard to
Right.
see, and it's Photoshop too. Like it's all
Yeah, I was
Photoshop.
about to say.
It is so much.
Hella
There's her neck is Photoshopped. All those blemishes were Photoshopped off. They didn't have makeup that covered that. That's all Photoshop.
It looks like she had a nose job, so she probably spent fucking, I don't know how much time, but fucking painting fucking lines over her nose
It's
to
not
change
makeup, you
what its
nozzle.
natural shape looks like. And, you know, the complexion obviously is fucking fake, but it looks like two different fucking people. Not to mention the eyes.
Well, yeah, professional photographs, like modeling photographs and shit. I mean, yeah, okay, here we go.
Is someone making the blemishes look green?
Oh,
I don't
Asian.
know.
Is someone
look at
adding
this
these
now.
Those are Pepe blemishes. She's turning it into Pepe.
Okay.
Pee-Pee the frog.
Okay, so I thought they were like fucking green warts on their face. Well, how is this guy going to put the green dots on their face when he's comparing before and afters?
Right. And it's
That's so
always the bad one.
disingenuous.
Yeah.
All right, so the picture on the right where she's fucking made up already, I mean, she's okay. She's not great, but I mean, on the left, holy shit.
She's
she
a
looks
little
like Shrek.
ethnic. I'm not into it.
And it's the thing that surprised me, probably not the most, but that really fucking surprised me about these videos is the amount of fucking acne that these fucking women have, especially that are like
Some people
past
have
the
acne.
fucking wall.
I don't
You
have,
know?
I don't even have bad acne, but if you get up on my face with like good lighting, it's going to put all the blemishes on my face out there. Like,
Oh yeah, my skin's fucked, yo. Fucked. Like the other thing that's really fucked up about this too is, not everybody's got like awesome fucking perfect skin, and a
Yeah.
lot of those models out there, they are prone. They're just like anybody else. They're prone to having like problems with acne, and they gotta wear makeup as part of a job, so they're always gonna be fucked.
Good.
Like, that sucks.
All right.
there's no problem with this
This one.
before picture.
Again, on the right, she looks like a fucking bitch. This is the look
God.
that these women are fucking going for, because they're fucking ugly. And they look fucking homely and fucking angry, and they probably are. Because, I mean, well,
All right,
fucking
Bubba.
look at...
All right, Bubba. Let's do a before and after picture of your last girlfriend before you met her and after she left your ass for being a fucking loser. Is there a before and after picture for him? Does he have a picture of a girl that he's been with? Where's his
one off Google.
Where's his Holodex?
This is a Kekistani in 2020. Do you think he's had a girlfriend?
I mean, the way he talks, he needs to have had a stable. He needs to have 4 to 5 at once. What is going on?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for what I did to this dude. I'm so sorry. It's my
Jeff,
fault.
this is all on you. You made it look
Yeah, I
so
know.
easy to go around and get women because of your beautiful fucking eyes. Why do you do this? Why do you do this to men? Guys that don't have beautiful eyes, they can't pull like you do. It's not fair. It's not fair. You made this guy think he had a chance because you were some young, angry Kekistani Kekarino doing Chatelet left and right, hitting him with a Chatelet all day, every day. Jeff Chatelet, holiday. You knew what you were doing when you gave this guy a false sense of hope. No Obama.
I was going to be as Obama. It just didn't work out.
You were supposed to be bro Obama and wingman for all these virgin MGTOW losers. And what'd you do? You got a little bit of power. You got a little bit of fucking Kekarino energy flowing through your veins. And what'd you do? You used it to bed some of the hottest women in the world. That's what you did, Jeff. Abuse of power.
Yes, that's what happened.
Abuse of power.
So they decide, or the makeup artist probably decides, I'm going to play this angle that you're a powerful woman who, doesn't take no for an answer. and you work. You have a job, an important job, and you tell men what to do. And in order to do this, we have to make you look like a no-nonsense fucking bitch, and we're gonna straighten your hair. And yeah, God forbid you fucking smile. Like,
oh my God.
God forbid you smile in
he
a
goes through
photograph
this. Yeah, fuck
with a
this thing.
smile.
Oh, wow. This is Owen Benjamin never fails to reach a new low.
Oh no.
It's an old Hardee's commercial. Women don't leave the kitchen. We all know a woman's place is in the home, cooking a man a delicious meal. But if you are still enjoying the bachelor life and don't have a little miss waiting on you, then come down to Hardee's for something sloppy and hastily prepared. Okay, so then the reaction, or the grabbler reaction to this would be this, ready? That's sexism. Yeah, that's sexism. And then the women go, so what should we do then if not get married?
What happened to this guy? Like, he was a relatively successful comedian, like working his way up.
He dated Christina Ricci.
Right. So what?
I think when you lose Christina Ricci, you lose sanity. How many other guys do we know that have dated Christina Ricci and survived? I'm going to go through her hit list because I bet you all of them are wearing racist masks now.
All of them?
Every single one.
And then become a wage slave. So then how do I take care of my kids? Abort your kids. It's your health right. It's your right. It's the choice. It's the bravest thing you can do is to kill your own babies.
The identity politics, but some artists took it too far. It's not your fault, Jeff. I love you.
Thank you.
It's
I love you too.
A lot of people missed the point of Kekistan. It was to get Jeff laid with the hottest woman across the world, and it worked. It worked.
It kind of worked. It kind of worked. Kinda.
It was to get Jeff's beautiful eyes out there in the eyes of women across the world, and it worked.
Go to college, become in debt, serve us, and make sure that you never become enslaved by a family.
He lives. He lives like in the South Sound area.
I should go find him next.
He lives kind of close over there.
I should go get Owen Ben. Do you think he'd actually call the cops on me or come out and talk?
Who knows? I mean, I don't. Maybe we can go get Owen Benjamin and convince him to get in your car and go back to Onision's house.
Yeah, I'll take him to Onision's. She was engaged to Owen Benjamin.
She was actually engaged
to him. Christina Ricci. She had a history of dating Chris Evans, who was Captain America. So it's not 100% losing Christina Ricci sends you crazy. Sometimes you become Captain America. Some guy named Kik Gurry.
That's quite a gamble.
Family who loves you.
Devin Sawa.
Oh, wait, Devin Sawa?
Devin
She did
Sawa.
Devin Sawa. That's a hit right there. Devin Sawa. Like, I mean, did anybody see The Fan? Or was it Fan or Fanatic?
The Fanatic. He was the last. The last time I saw Devin Sawa, he was playing Stan in Eminem's Stan video.
Right. No, but there was a John Travolta movie that came out just recently called like The Fan or Fanatic or something like that, and he plays what would Gail call him? We'll just say it's a mentally challenged person, and he stalks Devin Sawa, and it was directed by Limp Bizkit guy.
Oh,
Fred Durst. Yeah, Fred
everybody
Durst.
sucks. I want to justify ripping someone's head off.
Oh my God! Break some stuff.
Break some stuff.
Do you know how many women would do anything to have that life over what they've been sold? Okay, so this is what women used to have, right? Women used to have a family. They used to have time. They used to have a husband who works so that she can raise her own children, cook the meals, and have a safe, healthy, wonderful existence.
Here is the secret. If you're a good woman, you can still find a good man to have that good life with. The problem is there's less good men and less good women out there because everybody's fucking narcissistic, want to run their own fucking life, do their own fucking thing. But that doesn't mean they shouldn't be able to. You just have to find the right partner, not settle because someone whispered in your ear they love you. You fucked up. Move on. That's not a reason to stay married or stay in some ugly fucking relationship because God told you till death do you part. Don't wait till you fucking die. Get the fuck out of there. Go find you the man that's going to lift your fucking kid up outside the window and smile in her face. Go find you the fucking dream or go to fucking Hardee's. It doesn't matter. What you have now is choices. We didn't have that back then.
And then comes the grabbler. Your husband is really trying to enslave you.
And then the woman goes, so what should I do? I'm very influential.
So back in 2016, Owen Benjamin was on Joey Diaz's podcast, and he ate a bunch of edibles and kind of like went loopy.
Lost it?
Yeah. So maybe it unlocks some kind of underlying psychosis.
Coco Diaz broke Owen Benjamin?
Something, yeah. Yeah.
Do you think he was still engaged to Christina Ricci then?
That was a while back. I think he had a couple movies that he did too, right?
I wouldn't know.
I think he was breaking into mainstream acting and everything.
I'm going to the IMDb. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Owen Benjamin.
It's just kind of mind-blowing that he's gone this route so soon, you know?
I mean,
3 to 4 years later.
It's not hard to have someone go off. You can go off at any given time. And he was never that big. He was
no, he was on his way. He was getting bigger.
He wasn't engaged to Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman's getting older.
He was in The House Bunny. He was in a movie called Gay Town.
And you study nonsense.
He was in Jack and Jill.
And you pay $100,000.
But I don't have $100,000.
He never had a starring role or anything like that.
That's okay. We'll give it to you. You just have to pay us back one day.
He is 6'6" though, so I tend to think that he might be right about most things because of how tall he is.
Then you get a job you hate. Then you get a job you despise, and you sit in traffic all day and then work 10 hours a day and then come home. Oh, and that's when you're free. That's when you're free.
Well, then who do I...
Date anyone you want. Have sex with anybody in the world. We'll give you a pill.
So he believes this is part of a Jewish conspiracy.
Yeah, it's the conspiracy to date whoever you want.
Right. It's so crazy.
And fertile.
To have freedom of choice.
Well, what happens if I get pregnant?
That's the best part. You can kill your own babies. Kill your own babies. That's
you rarely
freedom.
ever.
That's freedom.
You rarely ever see guys. You rarely ever see guys that like have their shit together and are dateable and capable of having like a long-term quality relationship complaining about this shit. It's always the fucking minuscule men, the micro midget mini men running around. Which is crazy because he's 6'6". He's so tall. But he's broken. He's obviously broken. He's got a damn attack bear behind him.
Has a tiny penis?
He's got an attack bear behind him. He's probably got a good-sized dong. Something happened in his head that ruined him. Something happened to this boy.
What's next?
Yeah, you know what? He wouldn't date Natalie Portman anyway.
That's.
She was born in Israel, I think, right?
She's a goddess.
Oh yeah.
She's a goddess.
Why? She's a goddess.
She's a goddess.
Missing out. So what? Edibles? Like edible what? Like not weed. Weed didn't do that to this guy,
It's
right?
probably Christina Ricci leaving him did it to him. I'm gonna chalk it up to being if you're engaged to Christina Ricci and she leaves you. What if he left her though? We don't know the story. We're
Is it on his
assuming
Wikipedia?
I wish I knew their private life.
Dead.
When did she do Black Snake Moan?
I
What
don't
if he
know,
left
but
her
that
because
was
she
like-
signed on to do Black Snake Moan? He's like, I can't be with a woman who gets chained up to Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, wow. He seems to hate Jews more than black people, though. I don't know if I've ever heard him rip on...
I
Or
don't
maybe
know.
he does, though.
He's
I don't
a
watch
little-
him that much.
He's a little bit crazy.
I feel bad for the guy, but I mean, like
I feel
then as soon
zero
as-
bad
as soon
for
as-
him.
No, I feel bad for him, and then I watch one of his videos, and I'm like, I don't feel bad for him anymore. But then after, I'll forget about that he even exists. I'm like, oh yeah, that poor fucking guy just lost his shit. That's too bad.
Here's
And then you hear him, and you're like, nah, fuck him.
Yeah, fuck him. Yeah.
That's how it happens with Tila Tequila and me too. Like I know she's brain damaged, and I'm like, that poor woman. And then she starts, going off, and I'm like, fuck that woman.
Can we give Owen Benjamin and Tila Tequila their own reality show where they like date each other or whatever? Can we make that happen?
Really fucking.
Owen Benjamin lives on a farm that he like.
Let's send Tila and her kids there with a camera crew and a whole bunch of distractions.
Rick Wiles. Remember Rick Wiles, the Mark of the Beast technology?
Yeah.
In your cell phone?
Yeah.
He thinks that the issue with the Iowa caucuses are a Jewish conspiracy.
Well, everybody thinks it's a conspiracy. Both sides think it's a conspiracy.
I think it's a conspiracy, but I don't understand. I don't know. Now, here we go.
Pro-Israel owner of the Times of Israel newspaper, he's backing homosexual.
It's so weird because a few decades ago, the right, most of the people on the right were like sucking Israel's dick, and now they're like all anti-Semitic. It's weird how it flipped.
It's strange.
The establishment right is still very pro-Israel.
Yeah.
Super pro-Israel.
But the anti-Israel people or anti-Jewish people in general.
But there's always been that sect of the right that hated
But
the
it's
Jewish.
bigger now and it's louder now.
Yeah.
Louder with Crowder or without Crowder?
Not Crowder.
Okay.
Did you guys did you guys hear that fucking rumor? Like it was even a hashtag the other day that Steven Crowder likes to drink dog cum.
Is that a rumor? I thought that was proven. I thought there was a
I don't
video
know,
proving it.
Well, the thing is, like, you can actually look at the fucking hashtag. Steven Crowder drinks dog cum. And,
Allegedly.
like, people... allegedly, of course, allegedly. We're not making any declarative statements here. But what we're saying is that we don't... It's trending, and it might be trending for a reason. I don't know.
Canine chowder with Crowder.
Because the thing is, I was on Steven Crowder's show once because he denied,
Of course you were.
AIDS, and so I went on there and I made him walk all of his statements back. And the thing is, he didn't drink any dog cum in front of me.
Yeah.
So I can't confirm or deny. I do know every time he took a sip from his cup, though, he moaned, which was kind of weird.
We can't confirm what's inside of his mug. It could be water. It could be dog semen. We're not
and
sure.
he's the money man behind this app.
Yes.
Are you suggesting that the Israelis are?
Somebody in chat said Billy making
are
fun of Owen Benjamin, but not
influencing
making any
the
rational points.
to-
When you're wearing the traditionally racist Jewish mask, I don't need rational points. I'm sorry. I'm not going to argue that with rational points. I'm going to laugh at the Muppet that he is and move on. The guy got too high in L.A. and moved out of L.A. on a show with Joey Coco Diaz and went nuts. If you don't think he's nuts, I'm not going to get any further into it because you might be nuts yourself.
Have the Democrats nominate its first openly homosexual presidential candidate?
That would fit in with values.
So there's a Jewish conspiracy to get a gay in the White House, is what they're saying.
Every time.
Gwen Lynn, thank you so much.
Yeah.
You're going to get 2 private shows, Actual Mania 5 and The Joe Show.
Thank you, Gwen.
Where's the problem? Like, what? The Jews are going to get a gay into the White House. What's the problem? That's
Happened
fine.
last
I'm cool
night
with that.
Is weird.
Because it pisses off God.
And we've already pointed out
Fuck God.
there is an Israeli connection. Imagine that.
Imagine that. There's
There's
a mark
an
of the
Israeli
beast.
connection to the Iowa disaster last night.
Well,
What's the connection, Bubba?
Times of Israel report that.
I don't know. They might accuse me of being anti-Semitic for saying it. But the truth is, there is an Israeli connection.
Okay, what's
to
the connection?
app that bombed last night.
What is the connection? Explain the connection. Don't give us the idea there's a connection and not explain what that connection is. Because the connection, if there's a valid connection that looks like they may have rigged the election, spell that out and you're not anti-Semitic. If there's some guy who coded it from Israel that funded some money from Israel and they're funding to other people and you just have this long drawn out connection to Israel and you're trying to bring up some connection and be vague about it to make a point that Israel has their hands in it, then I'm going to say you might be anti-Semitic. What is the connection?
Iowa.
Spell it out.
But you're not allowed to say these things. Everybody's being censored now. By whom? The same people who are doing this stuff.
Right.
I mean, this isn't too hard to figure out what's going on. A coup, a takeover of the United States of America, unless we resist. Now, I'll say one final thing about the takeover. I've warned the American people for years that
You've warned us about the mark of the beast being in our cell phone plan. You've warned us about all sort of things that seem to be a little cuckoo. Forgive us if you say there's a connection and you don't spell out that connection
And
at
by
all.
the way, we called the phone company. They don't have the mark of the beast technology.
At least not Sprint.
And they joined us in a prayer.
Yeah, they did a prayer with us. That was so sweet of them.
Yeah.
They had no idea that I don't do prayers and I was mocking them, but they were still very kind about it. And I love that. The good Christian.
It's a thought that counts.
Yeah.
if we did not repent as a nation.
Speaking of good Christians, I want to say happy birthday to Jesus Nails. Jesus Nails, a fan of the show.
Oh.
Jesus Nails.
How do you know it's not Jesus?
It could be Jesus Nails, and then it wouldn't be a Christian thing, huh? I thought it was about the nails that went through Jesus's arm.
No, it's Jesus, and he's a roofer.
Oh, shoot.
And he uses nails.
Boy, do I feel stupid right now. Happy birthday, Jesus Nails.
To captivity and made slaves. We're witnessing it right now.
Yes.
We're about 80% into captivity right now. They're shutting down dissenting voices. They're censoring voices that refuse to go along with the agenda. We're deep into the captivity right now. We're losing our rights and freedoms, and we're being taken over by a foreign power that is Antichrist. The very people who crucified Christ are going to be
guys.
Oh, wow.
Only reason I have a problem with the Israelis is because they were the ones that crucified Christ, right?
Literally, the Romans crucified Christ.
Ooh, I don't know. He's not talking about the Romans here, Ben.
I know.
He's not talking about the Romans.
I know.
P.L. Box 69.
Jesus Christ was a Jew. And I mean, like, in the story, I don't believe Jesus existed.
Ben, you can't say that about Jesus Christ. He existed. But you can say the thing about him not being a Jew. That sounds way better to me as my Christian. Jesus Christ was a Christian. He was the best Christian. He was the first Christian. He was the greatest Christian. He's the only Christian that died and went to heaven. Because he came back and told everybody it was good. He's coming back again, guys.
All right, time for the best segment. The best segment.
Is that Miss Piggy? Is that Miss Piggy?
Yeah, you roasted her.
Roasted.
All right.
Young Bill.
So we have to go through this now.
Oh. This is rather unfortunate. Joe had evaded my privacy earlier during a live stream, so this was on Joe's channel.
Young Bill Fridge in bed with
The mother of Joe's child.
Yeah.
Because he came in my room during a live stream. He invaded my privacy.
Uh-huh. Look at Jeff.
What the fuck? Who's that?
I was streaming on my channel, and Joe
That's
came
not Joe's
in.
wife, is it?
It's precious baby Steve, and he was streaming on my channel. He was streaming on my channel, or I was streaming on my channel, and he came in and interrupted my stream and tried to fight with me, and I had to turn my stream off. So I decided to get on his stream and go in his room and mess with his precious stuff.
Hey,
I knew you'd got a lot of emotions right now.
I set up the stream. Joe is at work right now. You know what, precious baby Steve? How about you hop out for a second? Daddy's got work to do.
This is cringe segment.
Oh my
isn't
God.
I knew Joe would be at Denny's for night shift. He's got to get paid. He's got a baby on the way.
He's got a baby on the way.
But What he also has is boundary issues. Earlier tonight during my stream, Joe came into my room, started shit with me, trying to break my stuff, my fucking expensive stuff. The only nice thing he has is precious baby Stevie, the mother of his child, the mother of his baby.
PT Hammer.
Best segment.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Help us get to 50% of our goal, guys.
Girl.
So that tomorrow
Smells
we
like a
can
girl.
crush that shit.
It's a girl. It's a girl. And now,
how'd you know it was a girl?
I smelled like a girl. Looking back on it, I could have just been smelling Stevie, because she's also a girl.
everybody watching
It
at home
smelled
see
like a
exactly
girl
what
in there.
happens when you fuck with young Bill Fridge. All right, Seth, get my hoodie. Get my robe.
No more humble Billy. The
So,
last time you just laid on the floor and didn't do shit.
Because I was in my room and I didn't want to break all my expensive, precious stuff.
Oh, okay.
So now I went to his room.
Okay.
I said,
I turned the tables.
Joseph's at Denny's. He probably saw this go live about 35, 40 minutes ago. He's going to know something's up because he's not here to be on his channel. He should be showing up any minute now.
I did the math. I'm probably the sexiest person.
He
I've
wants to
ever met.
fight in my room, in my space, come into my space. I'm going to go into his fucking
Pound
space.
for pound.
No respect for that shit. No respect for me. I got much respect for the mother of his child. That's why I gave her a very, very splendid time. But I have no
very
respect
splendid.
for the shit Joe pulls on me.
I'm having so many conflicting emotions right now. This is really, it's intense.
Oh! He just came home from Denny's? Wait, he's still holding tomatoes?
I think they were strawberries.
Oh, strawberry.
They were for his precious baby Steve. She's pregnant.
Seth, get over here.
Look at the cat. That cat is obese.
All right, Seth. What they do in my bed is their business. But when you're filming, you make me look like a cuck. Am I a cuck? Am I a cuck? No. What's going on? Do I have to stab you? My trusted confidant? Does it have to end here? Huh? It was Billy's idea. Oh. Did he hurt you, baby? Did he hurt you? Was he hurting you? No? I'm gonna kick his fucking ass.
Oh no! Wow, he goes down the stairs very fast. Seth can't keep up with him.
I don't care if they weren't fucking. I don't care what it is. Hey!
What?
Hey, listen.
What?
Girls don't like you. You're fat. She was doing it out of pity. She doesn't like you.
I don't care much for her. It was about you.
What is that for?
I'm post-fuck meat.
What?
I'm gonna go make a roast. Get the fuck away from me.
Oh, damn.
Son of a bitch.
Oh my god.
You fuck.
Oh!
Fuck you.
Not the butcher box.
Yeah, sponsored by Butcher Box.
What? Back the fuck up. Back the fuck up. My dude, stop. Stop.
Quit stalking me!
Seth, we gotta move these out in the morning. All right, Billy. Truce. Jesus. My fucking ankle. Fucking pot roast. God damn it.
Whew. This has been a roller coaster. And just it's 10 times better because you know it's
channel?
live.
It's going on the Pornhub channel.
Oh yeah.
Billy raped me.
The fact that it's the fact that this all happened live is just it makes it 10 times better. It's
Yeah,
just
the
so
live
incredible.
stream got out of hand. I didn't expect to get deaded a little bit and die. I expected to win that, but I still consider it a win because there was a truce called, and that's really all I wanted was a truce. So I mark this up as a win.
It's logical. It works. Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, that's just, you know, boys being boys.
Boys being boys. Boys wrestle sometimes.
Boys being boys.
They wrestle. That's how we show love with violence.
Is dick mid-fuck meat? Sometimes you giveth the meat, sometimes you taketh the meat away. Billy is the Penguin doing Elysion's Joker. Damn it.
Time.
Oh shit!
I
That
did
was
get him with an umbrella.
All right, so I guess now's the time to read the Streamlabs and Super Chats.
Jack DeMax says, lesson learned, don't cuck Joe. William the refrigerator got dropped hard. This is now 3 times he got sexually assaulted by Joe.
Wow.
Yeah, Jack DeMac, I'm not going to press charges against Joe. I do agree that I should for the assault, the sexual assault.
He's already got a pending case against the Onion.
I'm not going to press charges. Ruari Hanradi says, long live Dr. Segmento. I don't know what that's a reference to at all. I have a perfectly chiseled flabs. Beta Death 564, I thank you for your 20 money. Rory Henrighty said, the return of Dr. Segmento on Billy this time. You really trying to hammer that home. I think obviously I'm an Adonis. Dragon of the West donated and said, you know, I hadn't quite realized how much weight Billy had lost until I saw all those skin flaps. Also, Jeff, your opinions on space exploration. Would you explore
good.
Would you explore the space under my flaps, Jeff?
Let's just say we should never get on an RV because I don't blink when playing chicken.
Oh no.
No. Oh, no.
Killer 99 says, was Jesus Nails the guy who attacked Vince McMahon and grabbed his dick? I don't know. I don't know if that was him. It sounds like him. PT Hammer again, thank you for the commentary. And Cap, thank you. Red Scare, thank you. Mighty 5, thank you. Lenny the Shark, I'm not a ghost. That was when we did the thank you, Lenny. Delicious Tide Pod said, here's your guys' pube pay. Thank you. Rari Henrati again says, Gail is going to be taken away by the white coats. And I think we're all caught up and brought up. Was Joe's wife topless? You get owed by Joe a lot. I think it was obvious that I started that video and we got a truce, so I pretty much won, right? It was a truce.
That's usually how that works. Sure.
Yeah.
Jack D. Mac says, for the meme, Jeff, can you say, my name is Jeff? There you go. I don't mind.
Your name is Jeff, no meme. I
My name is
believe
Jeff.
that's everything. I believe that's
Okay.
all, everything ever in
We'll
the
do some of
history
this then.
of
If
the
you
earth.
are in the fan chat, the chat that you see on our video screen here, it's time for a Q&A.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Answered immediately. Whoop. What? Billy broke Joe's toes with a solid chunk of meat. The sound of that hitting the ground sounded dangerous. I mean, don't come running at me when I have a cold, hard meat in my hand. Unless you want that cold, hard meat. What is life? Life is a series of events before death.
Yes.
So what did you think of Birds of Prey? I don't know. It was okay. I don't know why it was rated R. I feel like they used rated R as like a selling point. They just said the F word a few times and had a little kind of bloody stuff.
That's it?
It wasn't.
That's
it wasn't. There was like some violence and stuff, but it wasn't like Deadpool earned that R. This was like we're gonna slap the R on here so they can say the F word a couple times. How long are Billy's saggy man tits? Longer than your fucking dick. Boobry says Condiment King or Calendar Man. I don't know the reference.
I don't know what that means.
Condiment King. Frozen meat is a deadly weapon. Billy, why did you wear underwear for that scene? It ruined it. Billy Gray, I always pull my piece through the dick hole in my pants. I just
a good
do
Christian
that.
boy.
Yeah, I just do that. I always slide through the dick hole. I don't know why I would take my underwear off to have a sex with anybody because I just slide it through the hole, dude. That's not just for pissing.
Nobody gets to see my balls. My balls are like...
I mean, sometimes I'll pull the balls out through the dick hole, too. I don't care. I'm crazy.
Ooh, not me, not me. My
care.
balls
I'll
are like
do
the
it.
Ark of the
I'll
Covenant,
do it.
man. Nobody sees them.
You guys seen Sausage Party, says Jake Dyer? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is my opponent someone who's been on the show or someone we have reacted to? No, Egghead, your opponent is actually someone who's never even been online. I found a guy at the grocery store who's super cringy, and I followed him around with a camera and I threw grapes at him. And we're going to upload that. And I'm not going to tell you who it is, Egghead. You son of a bitch.
We never brought back Fantasy A, who I think is pretty cringy too.
Pretty cringe. Pretty
Yeah.
cringe. He's in the history. Please don't touch my terry folds. Don't look directly into Jeff's balls or you'll turn to stone.
Into his balls?
You're absolutely right. Yep.
The Medusticles.
My balls are like the Ark of the Covenant.
Be my Seattle sweetheart.
Can we get...
Be my
So
Valentine Day.
Yeah. What was that, Jeff?
Oh, I was going to... I totally lost it. Can we get on Nick for a classic DP Saints episode? Dude, I'd be down for that.
Yeah. Does Ben still have the coronavirus?
Yes.
Great. I'm in the room with him.
Oh, I guess I should have told you that.
I wish I would have known. I didn't want to become patient number 13 or whatever number of coronavirus patients.
Sorry.
Great. You say sorry, but it sounds kind of Sarsy.
Sarsy? That's good.
You sweet boys gonna go to VidCon this year? Thinking about it, Egghead. Is it wrong to call it the Kung Flu? For all the right reasons, it's
Kung
wrong.
Flu.
For all the right reasons. Which person would you most likely want to be tortured to death until they drown on their blood? So
Ooh,
they
that's a good one.
They die drowning on their blood, or hold up. What person would you most likely want to be tortured to death until they drown on their own blood? Oh, okay. So the person who would be tortured until they drown in their own blood. I can't think of one person I would want that to happen to.
I started thinking about it, but the more and more I'm thinking about it, it had to be like some horrible warlord in some country that tortures people or something. Sure, pick that guy, but whatever.
You know what? I'm just going to go out and say it.
I've thought about it too.
I'm going to go out and say it. Oprah. Yeah, and I like Oprah. I like Oprah. I want nothing bad to happen to Oprah, but I'm proving a point. If someone's going to do this to any human on Earth, do it to a fucking human that nobody dislikes or that is likable. If you're going to do this to one human just because you don't like them, do it to one that you do like. It's fucking sick and sadistic. Do it to fucking Oprah then. I'm not going to go into sadism because I hate somebody. I'm not the type of person.
We are going to do tonight's post show on twitch.tv/drunkenpeasants. I'm posting the link in the chat right now. You should go there.
There are some Oprah haters out there.
I know people are resistant to change, but I'll tell you what. People find that they can get past the Twitch experience.
Boobry said invisible plane or invisible car. Invisible plane, obviously. The invisible car is far too dangerous.
I mean, how do you land an invisible plane? I'm probably thinking about it too much too.
How do you
I'll
land
probably
it?
plane to you. Yeah, but you can't
cares?
see where the fuck. There's no instruments, and you can't see like your wheel.
Yeah, jump out that motherfucker, crash it into a building. do new
But then you don't have
9/11.
a
I think
invisible
Wonder
plane.
Woman had an invisible
Yeah,
plane.
do a new 9/11.
That's
How'd
what I'm
Wonder
thinking.
Woman? How'd Wonder Woman? Can I get a pilot for it? Can you fly?
That is
No, I
kinda
can't
weird.
fly. But if I had an invisible plane, I'd learn.
All right, so everyone go to this link because in a couple minutes we're going to end this stream. Everyone go there. Links right there. Go there, hang out. We're going to go directly into it. Just directly like
Would you rather have a roommate with autism or bipolar disorder? I think I have both.
I don't care either way.
I think I have the buffet of disorders in my roommates. And whatever Seth is, that's the one I pick.
All right, we are going to end this. We will see you on twitch.tv/drunkenpeasants in moments after the end of this stream. We will see you there.
Thanks for stopping by.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.